Welcome to Wayne Real Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Squatch County High School. I'm your host from tonight's game, Chandler Morrison, here with
Brent Hurst.
Live for this homecoming game versus the Pirates of South Pittsburg. A lot's going on today for homecoming, hasn't it, Brent?
It really has.
Brent, what did the day hold for the students of the school? I know you were there today.
Yeah. Well, A block was just like normal for most people. Student council went out and worked on the floats, but most people had A block. After that, we lined up outside and had a parade through the middle of Dunlap. Ended up at Harris Park. Took the buses, came back to the high school, came out and ate lunch here on the stands of the football field. After lunch, kickball tournament happened. The championship between the seniors and the sophomores. Sad to say the sophomores won. I forget the score. It was something like 8-7, 9-7. And then after that was the cheerleading competition, and then field events. After the field events, gym events and a pep rally. Got to get us ready for tonight's game, and then we left to go home before the game tonight.
All right. And, always a busy day for homecoming. Always a lot of fun. How was the parade today?
Really enjoyable, yeah. I obviously don't know what happened in the other classes, but in the senior class, we were chanting a lot.
I was out of breath by the time we get back.
Enjoyed that, yeah.
Enjoyed that. Let's talk about this announced matchup.
Okay.
These Pirates. Both these teams have had some mediocre starts this season, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you go and tell us what we had this season so far.
Yeah.
At least for Sequatchie.
Of course, first game against Community, hardly called a game. That was a blowout. And then after the Community game, heartbreaker at Grundy County. Overtime, lost by a point on Grundy County, 2-point conversion.
And it was such a competitive game. And just to see a blown coverage in that game was kind of, even for the Grundy County, it was kind of disheartening.
That was a really good game to watch, though, from a neutral perspective. Both teams were evenly matched. Just fun.
Oh, yeah. And, for South Pittsburg, I'll go ahead and talk about them a little bit. They've had 3 games already, as we've had 2. So we had the bye week. They didn't. But so far, they had, first up, they had Bell County, Kentucky. And no one really knows how good they were. We know they're just an above-average team in Kentucky also. But we also know they played Hickson. And I was there for that game. They got blown out 35-12. They started coming back in the later, so their JV for Hickson kind of was a little bit mediocre, but South Pittsburg really didn't have a chance in that game from the start. Didn't really get any momentum on that one, and they were just kind of going to the outside. And of course, Hickson is a Chattanooga school, so they have a lot of outside defense. They're used to that, so it was kind of easier for South Pittsburg, or it was kind of hard for South Pittsburg to get anything going. And last week at Sell Creek, it's like a community game. You can hardly call it a game. Yeah. That was 55-0.
I almost feel sorry for Sell Creek having to play actual games against other schools, and then when you have to play a team like South Pittsburg that are 1A, yes, but I mean. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I like to call them a pint-sized powerhouse. I mean, they are they, Brent?
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect to them. It's just that's what they are. They're small, but they do a lot of, they have a lot of power on the ball.
Yes, they really do. A lot of speed, a lot of ability to catch.
So, that's been really good. There's been a lot riding on this for both teams. For Sequatchie, they'll have to get an upset for any chance of getting a wild card spot this season. They'll have to get some kind of upset this season to be able to get a wild card. Now, if cards can fall their way, and they don't have to, but I'm thinking they do with the way District 7 normally works out. Indians are definitely hyped up about this game. There's a really good chance they come out with a win. I say there's a chance because South Pittsburg, like I said, they're that powerhouse. They're looking for that key win. They've not really had one this season. They've just been working on,
In all fairness, they've only had 3 games, but 3 games where they got beat pretty good in 2 of them, and then the third game against Sale Creek, which hardly is a game, so they've really not had a chance to prove themselves, I don't think.
And it's really hard it was really hard for me to scope them out because I couldn't find any video online because usually schools right here will post it online. I couldn't find any video of that game.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like you go on Huddle, it's a website called Huddle.com, and you usually find a lot of plays from a lot of different people. But like South Pittsburgh is one of the only ones I can find without any plays. Of course, if I was a school, I wouldn't put them on there because that gives them an advantage rather than swapping the tape out.
Right.
But this game won't matter as far as playoffs concerned for them because that's going to be more in their district. They got Marion. I see them going 1 or 2 because they got Marion County, Sale Creek, Whitwell, Lookout Valley. I mean, that's a pretty easy district outside of Marion County.
Right. Marion County is obviously going to give them a little bit of trouble, but
yeah. And like I said, it won't matter as far as playoffs are concerned. Definitely a game that they see as a must-win. They see they got to win this game. The record for this rivalry is in South Pittsburgh's favor, 18-12. So they only since 1971, it's been 18-12 Pirates. And it's been back and forth, actually. There have been some swings of Sequatchie and swings of South Pittsburgh. It's not really been, every other game. So there are definitely, some swings in that history. And this is going back. That's going back all the way back to 71. Like I said, the past 6 meetings between these teams has resulted in the Indians hadn't been able to win. They've got a 5-1 record, or they've got a 1-5 record against the Pirates in the past 6 meetings. That goes all the way back to 2004. But the last time the Indians beat the Pirates was 2004. That goes back to 2003. The last time they beat them was 2004. Sequatchie is definitely eager to get a win on this one and get that record back in their favor. So, a lot of motivation going in this game, definitely.
Always.
And, it's not that traditional rivalry you see, but it's really, it's one of these that's kind of circumstance. Because Sequatchie has been at times great and been at times good. And South Pittsburgh has been at times great and times good. And it just goes back and forth between those.
I was talking a few years ago to a guy from South Pittsburgh, and I said something about being a little annoyed that we had to play him every year because at the time we were getting absolutely beat down. He said, well, it's because Sequatchie South Pittsburgh is no South Pittsburgh Marion or Sequatchie Bledsoe, but there is an unspoken rivalry there.
Definitely.
I thought that was interesting, and I've come to realize that.
Yeah, and when I played football here, that was one of the games that, we were always on upset alert because South Pittsburgh at that point had the upper edge on us always. Mm-hmm. We were always on upset alert because we wanted to beat South Pittsburgh. And you might think that's funny because they are a 1A team, but they are a really, really good 1A team.
Really good.
So as far as X and O's, what you're going to see a lot of runs to the outside for South Pittsburgh. And I don't know if Sequatchie can handle it. I honestly don't right now because last week Grundy did it to the outside a lot. They had a lot of those outside passes. In fact, you look at just last play in overtime for Grundy, defense for Sequatchie just had a miscue on a short pass. They had a pretty stout all night, like we said earlier, but they just lost a few big plays. And I'm afraid South Pittsburgh will have a lot of big plays on this night.
They did last year.
And of course, the last two years has been 49-7, 48-7, and everything. So it's been pretty dominant at South Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But that's all it takes to win a close game is get those big plays. So if Sequatchie gets those big plays maybe early, we could be looking at a close game coming in third or fourth quarter. You could agree with that definitely.
Maybe.
Every game's just a few big plays away from being a different game.
Yes, always.
Oregon
tell you that.
Yeah. As South Pittsburgh, they can't expect to come in here with a win because some teams can, but South Pittsburgh's not this team that can come in and just expect to win. They've got to work for it too.
They have been the past few years, but not this year.
I don't think they're to that caliber as we're used to seeing South Pittsburgh. You can they can't expect to win this game, especially with runs down the middle. They're going to have to go to the outside. They're going to have to go to that pass game. But you can bet they've seen that film from last week where we played Grundy, and they'll use that to their advantage. Like on defense, both these teams are still looking for their identity. There's not really strong, set, cut roles for these defenses yet, I believe. So we'll see how that comes tonight. And, I think Indians are going to have, if they're going to have any success, it's going to be running down the middle because this South Pittsburgh team runs a 4-4, or I believe it's a 4-4, 4-3, something to that effect. All I know is the fourth man front, and usually on a four-man front, it's easier to run down the middle for that. So, and this has been your pregame show brought to you by Land's Restaurant, good Southern cooking. You can agree with that, can't you, Brett?
Sure is.
Oh, yeah. Now we're going to tell you about some of the events while we're waiting for the coin toss. That's about to come on. We're going to tell you about some events going on. At halftime, we're going to crown the homecoming queen. And your very own Britt Hurst has the duties of doing that.
I'm not crowning, but I'm announcing.
He is announcing, so who's actually crowning tonight?
Kylie Abels is crowning the homecoming queen from last year.
Last year, yeah, definitely. And we got the spirit line going pretty good. A lot, this is bigger than we've seen it in the past few games. Of course, it is homecoming, but
all the way from almost the back of the end zone to the 50s.
We're almost to the 50.
That's over 50 yards.
Yes. I remember Bledsoe games. They're at the coin toss right now. We'll take a look at that. And where's the? Go ahead and look at that. And your captains for tonight are number 87, Matthew McDowell, number 42. Excuse me, I'm looking at the numbers. Number 42, Josh Bailey. Number 2, Hayden Hicks. And number 5, Dalton Lee. Those are your captains tonight for the Indians. Can't see the South Pittsburgh captains from our angle, but definitely there.
Sequatchie won the toss.
Sequatchie has won the toss. And they will have their backs to the west end zone.
And will receive to start the game.
And they will receive, and like you said, they will receive to start the game, and should be a good one as we come here at Wayne Reynolds Stadium. Something there, I think, for safe. But for homecoming tonight, as the Indians get ready to go and come out of the tunnel, We'll let them come out and tell them. We'll give you some information before we go to our play-by-play. We'll give you some breaks and tell you what's all going on. Like I said, we're having our halftime crowning of the Queen. Also, at halftime, we'll tell who won Class 1, I do believe.
Yes.
And then after the game, we have the dance, of course. And it should be a good game. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout or not, but it should be a good game into the half, I believe.
I would hope so, at least at the halftime.
Yeah. I mean, that way you got some momentum. It looks good and everything. And here come your Indians of Sequatchie County through the tunnel with Mr. Tyler Aiken leading them with the flag. That's what it looks like. Now I'll come out, and what a performance coming out. And some of the Indians players getting all jacked up out there. As the spirit line dissipates, we are getting ready to play football in Sequatchie County. Ain't nothing like it, is the Brent?
Nothing high school.
Nothing high school, yeah. We can't say anything for college, but nothing high school.
Got to put that addendum in there.
And I just want you to notice right here, I'll just go ahead and if you can't see us at home, which I'm radio, so you can't hear it at home, but if you look at the sidelines for Sequatchie and then look at the sideline for South Pitt, definitely a numbers difference.
Very much so. South Pittsburg looks like they've only got half, maybe a third of Sequatchie's team over there on the field. It's almost like they're just waiting for everybody else to come out of the
it looks like they're waiting for the rest of the JV to come out or something.
Even though that is all their team.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Not a big team.
I think it was a 31-man roster, I believe.
I heard that number too.
Yeah. And of course, we have about a 50 or 60-man roster, I do believe. I wouldn't expect you to know that, don't worry.
I wasn't hoping.
But yeah, we have about a 50 or 60-man roster, and the Indians will get back to receive. They will receive from the west, near the west end zone, and we have the buzzer going off, signaling it is time for football in Sequatchie County. And of course, we have the new logo out on the field with the spear, and the Indians makes the word Indians makes the staff of the spear. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it, Brett?
That's clever. I noticed that today, and I looked at that for a few minutes before I realized what was actually going on. But I thought that was a clever design.
I think it was too. We're used to the SC, some kind of SC on there, and just see Indians, it makes it look cool.
I like it.
And we've always been the ones to kind of decorate a little bit more, be a little bit more creative with than some of the other high schools around here.
As opposed to the Valley teams?
As opposed to Valley teams,
okay.
Yeah. We'll not go too far out of that.
So South Pittsburg are kicking off.
And it will be
short kick. Caught by Sequatchie at the 26-yard line. And returner tripped up around the 34-35.
And that will be Brandon Rudd returning that one to, you said the 35?
See where they spot him. It was 34-35 where he went down.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to spot him at the 35-yard line. Mm-hmm. So Sequatchie will have the ball from their own 35, 1st and 10 against South Pittsburg.
Definitely. And if you're just joining us today, the Indians are wearing their purple and gold outfit, and the South Pittsburg Pirates are wearing white jerseys on black pants with black helmets. And Reed will go under center.
One round
and snap the ball, and he'll hand it off to number 2, Hayden Hicks, and he'll go up the middle, and he gets tackled. Oh, no, he keeps going. He'll get tackled around the South Pittsburg 45-yard line. Already a big play here for the Indians.
Pick up about, we'll call it pick up about 21 yards.
Wow, that's the way to start off the game right there.
That sure is against a team like South Pittsburg that absolutely handed it to us last year.
And, it's kind of a statement run, honestly.
So the formation Sequatchie's got one wide receiver to each side, 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback under center.
And Reed will hand it off to Brandon. No, he'll take it himself, and he'll go to that side for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Excuse me.
I think he got about 5. I think you were right.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong yard line. I thought that was the 50 instead of the 40. Sorry about that.
So Sequatchie will have the ball 2nd and 5 from about the 34.
And they'll take a lot of players off the field here right now. They'll substitute already the 3rd play into the game. And Reed will go under center, 2 backs split back in the backfield, 1 receiver to each side. And Reed will take it and hand it off to number 20.
He is stopped maybe with a yard or 2 gain. Well, no, they're going to stop him with a 3-yard gain.
And that will be Cody Painter.
Oh. No, they didn't. He lost 2 yards.
Apparently he lost 2 yards. I don't know how that was.
That'll be... Yeah. He was stopped at the line and tried to back himself up and go around, but got hit in the backfield, so that'll be a loss of about 2. They're on around the 36-yard line, give or take a little bit.
All right. Sorry about that. I was testing the sound a little bit. And Reed will be under center. One wide receiver to each side.
We'll just tell you when they use a different formation because they're using this the whole time.
It'll be a false start, illegal motion in the backfield by number 2, Hayden Hicks. And he just got to, of course, with motions, you can only go side to side. You can't go forward. So that's where he got him on that. You can actually go backward. You just can't go forward. That's how that works. So.
We'll make it 3rd, and the scoreboard says 8 for the Indians. From the South Pittsburg, we'll call it the 42-yard line. Indians in the huddle, not showing any signs of wanting to hurry things up here, just taking their time.
Always. And Reed will be in the under shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the near side. He'll roll out to this side.
He'll take it himself.
And he'll go to the other side, and he will... He'll get tackled around... he'll get tackled around the South Pittsburg 30-yard line, probably a little bit short of that.
Around the 31-yard line, but there's a flag on the play, so we'll see what that is before saying what the outcome of the play is.
Definitely.
Both teams seem to be backing up the way. See what the call is from the official. Face mask on the defense.
Okay,
that'll be a 15-yard gain for the Indians. And
from the spot of the
foul, yeah.
Yeah. And where did they say it was around? Where was the flag around? You see?
No, I didn't.
So
I just saw that there was yellow. I didn't even think to look for that.
But they'll be around the 20. Looks like the 26, 27-yard line right around there.
27-yard line. So they've got the ball 1st and 10, Sequatchie County from the South Pittsburg 27.
And Reed under center. He'll take it and hand it off to number 28, Alex Turner, and he'll get a yard or 2. And he is kind of hurt right now. He's holding that right arm. Like his elbow is hurting.
Coming off the field, looked to me like he got about maybe 5 or 6 yards on the play.
It looked like he just got that elbow slammed down.
Didn't look like it felt too good.
No, definitely not.
So it'll be 2nd down, Sequatchie from the 21-yard line. 4 or 5 yards to go.
And Reed will be under center again. And he'll take it himself, and he'll...
Fakes the handoff, got hit maybe just behind the line. Oh, no, he might have picked up a yard or 2.
He might have picked up a yard or 2 there.
They'll spot him at the 20-yard line.
And definitely a pretty impressive drive just to start the game out for the Indians.
Sure didn't do this last year. I've been very impressed. I might be eating my words on my preseason pick for this game.
Don't jinx yourself just yet, Brett.
I would love to be wrong. I don't say that often, but I would love to be wrong.
When it comes to football, we all love to be wrong.
Especially when we're Tennessee fans.
Exactly.
So 3rd and 4 for the Indians from about the South Pittsburg 20.
And Reed will be under shotgun. He'll pitch it out to number 6, Adam Pickett, and he'll lose about a yard or 2 on that.
Taken down in the backfield, that'll make it 4th and about 5 from the 21-yard line. If they elect to go for a field goal here, it'd be a 38-yard field goal.
And I kind of look at this, I'm thinking, they're going to the outside with this. They've had so much success in this. I guess they're just trying to scope out what they can do and what they can't do on this first drive. You're having success going inside. I would go inside till they stop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Little Steve Spurrier logic there.
Yeah.
You're doing it till they stop it. If they don't like it, stop it.
It's like the Stanford-Oregon game last year. You saw they ran that elephant formation.
Is that their offense they've still got on the field?
It looks like it. It's 4th down. Of course, down in this area of the end zone, it being South Pittsburgh, I'm not very surprised.
4th down and 6. Indians spread them out. Oh, timeout taken by number 17 of the Indians.
And maybe I think they're going to do one or 2 things here. They're either going to go back on the offense because they saw the formation. They think they have a favorable. You'll see if they're looking for a favorable matchup. If they don't have it, they'll probably call timeout. They'll probably go for a field goal. I'm not sure how good Romero's like. We really haven't seen it this year, honestly.
No.
We've seen it pregame warm-ups, but pregame warm-ups is a different deal than in-game.
Yeah, absolutely no pressure during pregame.
Oh, yeah.
Pressure can affect a kicker. A good kicker, let me put it this way, a good kicker will be able to take the pressure and just put it out of his mind.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And Indians will go back on the field, and it looks like they're going to go on offense. Reed is still out there.
4th down and 6 from, we'll call it the South Pittsburg 21 or 22-yard line.
We'll see what they elect to do here.
South Pittsburg running back on the field.
South Pittsburg running back?
Are running out onto the field again.
Oh.
Back onto the field.
Oh, you said running back. I was like, where? What? And Reed will take it under shotgun. And he'll hand it off to number 12, Brand Turner, and he hesitates. And he'll be taken down in the backfield.
He might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm not betting on that, though.
I think they're marking him at the line.
And Stretcher's coming out on the Swansea sideline. Looks like for Alex Turner, who hurt that elbow earlier. That's not a good sign. He is a very good runner and a running back, excuse me. And that'd be a shame to see him go out on that.
Definitely hope that he's okay. We'll update you if we hear anything about that.
And we'll check on that probably during the quarter, between the quarters and between halftime. We'll see if we can do that.
And out onto the field, South Pittsburgh's offense. Sequatchie have turned it over on downs. South Pittsburgh have the ball 1st and 10 from, looks like about their own 24-yard line. Quarterback hands it off, gets absolutely stuffed at the line of scrimmage. If he got back, he might have lost a yard. Looks like he did lose some. They're going to mark him at the 20. I think they were on the 24, so that would be a loss of 4. So it'll be 2nd down and 14. Nice first defensive play of the year against South Pittsburgh for the Indians. So it will be 2nd down to the Pirates.
And they're kind of in they've moved out of it a little bit. They're in a spread formation out of the shotgun. They changed this. And
sorry to cut you off. Scoreboard says 2nd and 12. Excuse me.
And number 10 for South Pittsburgh, Kit Grider, will hand it off to number. Looks like number.
See, but he is brought down well in the backfield. That play took place from about the 20-yard line, and I think he lost. I wouldn't even care to guess how much he lost. Look, it'll be 3rd and maybe 18, if not 20.
And he'll hand it off to number 9, Corbin Fitzgerald, on the play. And he'll, like I said, he loses a lot of yards there, and that's the pretty impressive defensive stand by the Indians. South Pittsburgh is now inside their own 10, I believe. Is that where the ball is spotted? Looks like it.
Just outside their own 10, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe at the 11 or 12, but I mean, so it'll be 3rd down and about 20.
One back in the backfield. Kit Grider takes it. He'll do a Statue of Liberty play. He'll come to the outside, and will be tackled before he gets to the first down.
First down, South Pittsburgh.
And he'll get the first down by a little bit, just a yard or two over the first down marker.
Be marked down at the South Pittsburgh 35. That was a good play by that running back to evade all those tacklers, and by the quarterback, he sold that really well.
He really did. And it was the old Statue of Liberty play. And, you think about seeing these old plays and, like, the old playbooks and stuff like that.
I've never seen that before.
Well, it's been a pretty often run play. Oklahoma is known for doing it. You might want to watch out for that this Saturday.
Well, that's disappointing.
Quarterback's number 10, Kit Grider.
Quarterback for South Pittsburgh is number 10, Kit Grider. Apologize for that. South Pittsburgh down at the line. Quarterback out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side, back in the backfield.
And he'll throw it, and he'll be caught by number 7 for the Pirates, Chase Blevins.
Caught around the 40-yard line, put on the ground at about the 42.
And it was an impressive defensive stand for the Indians until that Statue of Liberty play there.
They'll mark him at the 43. So that'll be 2nd and looks like 2. We'll call that 2. South Pittsburgh looking to their bench for the play call. Coming up to the line, we've got a couple of 3 receivers to the near side
in trips.
Motion now.
They'll fake the motion. He'll be in the backfield. Kit Grider will hand it off to number 9, the same back that ran a while ago.
He makes his way up to the 50 for a first down for South Pittsburgh.
And that's Fitzgerald. He is a senior for the South Pittsburgh Pirates. As with Kit Grider.
South Pittsburgh's offense has just picked it up. Their first 2 plays were, there's no way to say it, but bad. But against them, they've gotten every yard they've wanted. I mean, obviously, still early. I don't think they've run more than 5.
Oh, yeah. About 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
I don't even know how to talk about that formation about South Pittsburgh. They're just spreading them out.
They're spreading it out, and number 9, Fitzgerald, will be stopped at the line around the line of scrimmage there.
He tried to get to the far sideline, but couldn't quite make the corner, so he does get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
should be about 2nd and 10 for South Pittsburg now, again from midfield.
I'm going to sit down so I can see what the contribution.
South Pittsburg, I think just about every play, if not every play, have looked to their sideline for the play call.
And they're running a no-huddle. They're not really getting a huddle. And this is standard with those no-huddle. They'll look at the sideline for the play, and they'll get it, and they'll go. So here we go. Number 10, Grider in the backfield in shotgun formation. He'll drop back to throw it. And number...
It's sacked
by number 5, Dalton Lee on the play. And that would be about a loss of around
7-yard loss.
7-yard loss there, unless they come back up for.
No, that's a 7-yard.
That is a 7-yard loss. Okay. All right. And the tribe getting into it now.
Are they ever out of it?
I don't know.
I don't think they are.
Maybe the community game second half, but that's about it.
Well, I mean that doesn't count.
I was out of it up here in the booth. So
South Pittsburg have the ball, 3rd down and 17 from their own 43-yard line.
2 receivers the far side. They'll motion one and they'll reverse it, and it's the far side, and he'll get the first down, and then some, about 5 yards past the first down, and they'll be to the Indian 35, about the Indian 35-yard line, maybe a little bit farther than that. No? Are they going down before that?
Let's see what they do. They will mark him at the 35, looks like.
It'll be a penalty on the South Pittsburg Pirates.
I didn't see what the call was. I wasn't looking at the ref. Was it holding? Oh, no, okay, no, I didn't see that.
I don't know what it is. You got a program?
No.
You didn't bring a program up here?
You didn't? It's not my job to bring anything.
Touche. He did motion his hand up, but
this is pretty disappointing for the Indians, really. They've had South Pittsburg in 3rd and more than 15 twice now, and both times they've gotten the first down. I mean, there was a penalty on this play, so I'm not sure you can count it as first down, but regardless, he did run it for a first down.
It'll be 3rd and 10 for the South Pittsburg Pirates. And Grider will come out of shotgun. Fitzgerald in the backfield with him to the near side over here. He'll look back again for a check down. He'll take the ball and he'll drop back. And he will stop, and he'll be hit as he thrown. And they'll call it.
Looks like he got the first down. If not, it'll be just inches short. He is almost.
They're gonna spot him just short of that first down marker, I believe.
Just short of the 40, but where is the first down marker? Is it on the 40?
It is on the 40. It's actually just a little bit past the 40.
They marked the ball not more than 6 or 7 inches.
So I mean, it's 4th and inches. Less than a yard to go here. I want to see what this Indian defense does when they try to power it.
I mean, it's really hard on a defense. 4th down and 1, 4th down and 2, you've got a shot to stop it. But 4th down and inches is just hard on the defense.
Yeah, and if you do stop it, that is amazing.
Oh,
so
yeah, if they stop it, the Indians will have credit for this play for the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah.
4th down and inches.
It'll be false. It looks like false start. There was whistles going, but it looks like false start, and it will be on.
No, timeout taken.
Oh, it's timeout. South Pittsburg. He pointed to South Pittsburg.
I thought he was pointing to the Sequatchie sideline, but that doesn't make sense now to think about it. It's a timeout by South Pittsburg. So with 1:34 to go, South Pittsburg have the ball 4th and inches from almost the Sequatchie 40-yard line. Taking a timeout, South Pittsburg. So what have you thought about the game so far, Jimmy?
It's been close. It's been back
at... I mean, it's 0-0.
I mean, it's close. You can say it's close. It's a joke. Calm down. No, but both teams have really come out and just tried their hardest now. You've had one failed drive by the Indians, and South Pittsburgh's at 4th and inches. You would imagine they would get this. I would.
Yeah, I would imagine anybody could get this 4th and inches, but I mean, you never know. Strange things have happened in football.
Yeah. There's no saying. It's like you never know what's going to happen to those Friday Night Live. So, and this is homecoming. Always got to take that into account. Homecoming. But here we go.
Again, South Pittsburg with the ball, 4th down and inches from
the Sequatchie 40.5-yard line.
I think they'll try to go to the outside on this, honestly.
They've got a receiver to both sides. Almost looks like 2 backs in the backfield, or 3.
And they'll
quarterback will
take it up, and he'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll get it, but it's not much farther than the first down.
Yeah, that's why those are so hard to defend. I'm not even sure he got a complete or a full yard on the play, but he did. Oh, yeah, they'll give him about 1.5 yards. So he got down to the Indian 39. Definitely enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for South Pittsburg, again from the Sequatchie County 39.
And the good thing with these no-huddle teams is they'll get that 4th down. They can just almost pretty much stay in place. Especially when they get small 4th down like that, they can pretty much stay in place, and they can, breathe it out a little bit while the Indians are worried about the next play coming up. So, and Griner will be in the backfield, one back with him, and number 7 will come to him, and he'll hand off to number 9, actually, and he'll spin around and one tackle him, and he about hurdles number 10 for the Indians.
He broke 2 tackles before he had gotten about 5 yards, finally taken down for 7 or 8 yards.
And he'll almost hurdle Caleb Lofty, who ends up getting the tackle. He pretty much took a kick to the face there. You couldn't see it real close, but he pretty much took a kick to the face.
They'll give him 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 4.
And that will
about the 33-yard line for South Pittsburgh. Again, every time just looking at the South Pittsburgh bench, it almost looked like some of the Indian players were looking over the South Pittsburgh bench to see what the call was.
Yeah, they're still getting so used to it.
Yeah.
And number 7 will come to this side, and he'll be handed off, and he'll almost be stopped in the backfield. Okay. And he'll be stopped by number 40, Kyle Cates, and that was number 7, Chase Blevins, on the run. So he'll come to the near side on that run.
He'll get down to, they're going to spot him maybe at the 32, so we'll give him a yard on that play. So I'll make it 3rd down, and that's the end of the first quarter with the score Sequatchie County 0, South Pittsburgh 0. We thank everybody for listening to us tonight. Our listeners are the reason why we do this. We enjoy it, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We hope that even though you couldn't be here tonight, you can get enough of a feel for the game by listening to us. If you have any questions or comments, you can always tweet us or send us a Facebook message. Contact us in some way on social media, and we'll attempt to get back to you and resolve your questions.
And while we're at a break here, I do want to say who are we are doing the crown tonight, so I want to tell you who our homecoming candidates are. Your representatives are for freshmen. Tell if I get this wrong, Brett. Faith Breland. Right. For sophomore, you have Abby Powell. For junior is Kiana Ryan, and your senior court consists of Bailey Adams, Carson Faircloth, Lindsay Carr, Brianna Stevens, and Allison Davenport. So there's your senior court, and one of those five will be crowned tonight during halftime, and we'll let you know when we find out. So, and also at halftime, we'll find out which class won homecoming. And Brent, any thoughts on that? Who you think might win?
I know who won both things, so I can't say.
You hoping the seniors won?
I know who won both things, so I can't say.
Think of it as an outsider, Brent. You
as an outsider. Well, I mean, obviously, I hope that wins.
You think you put up a valiant effort this week?
We really did. I mean, we worked hard on the wall. The people who were working on the float worked really hard on that. I mean, the field events today, I mean, we just dominated. It was kind of funny, to be completely honest with you. I don't think we lost more than 3 or 4. It was pretty amusing. But after last year's heartbreak, when the juniors of last year, my class, honestly thought that we had a shot of winning and then didn't, as an outsider who didn't know, really hoped that we win tonight. Be disappointing for the senior class that doesn't.
Oh, definitely. And, our freshman year, we were 2 points away, my class, from winning it.
Your freshman year?
Our freshman year.
Wow.
And so it was surprising to see us go from there. And we're back on action. I'll talk about a little bit more about that later. But Kick Grider, they'll go the other way with this on the field, and Kick Grider will take it. He'll pitch it out to number 9.
Grider gets put on the ground. Number 9 takes it up to about the 23-yard line of the Indians.
And that will be Fitzgerald for the South Pittsburgh Pirates.
So that will be enough to move the chains. South Pittsburgh will have the ball first down and 10 from about the Sequatchie 23-yard line.
And they'll look at the sideline again, and they're all just kind of bunched up here.
Next time they do that, watch how many Sequatchie players look at the South Pittsburgh sideline, too. So South Pittsburg line up 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Almost looks like 2 backs in the backfield to the left. Motion. Fakes the handoff first direction. Actually gives it to the second back. And he'll get up the middle to about
the 15-yard line.
I think they'll mark him just short at around the 16. So that'll be a pickup of about 7 yards for the Pirates.
And that will be second down and about
3.
3 for that one, okay.
Maybe. Yeah, second down and about 3. Confirmation from the announcer.
Always nice to get that in there, Brett.
Sure is. Lets me know that my eyesight still exists. So South Pittsburg line up again. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff.
He'll throw it in the middle.
Receiver, just as he's catching the ball, he had to jump to catch that. He gets absolutely sandwiched by 2 Sequatchie County defenders.
And, there were 5 or 6 defenders right in that vicinity, so, that ball gets tipped up anyway. You could be looking at an interception. And that,
to South Pittsburgh's credit, that was a perfectly thrown ball. He caught that.
Definitely.
He caught that with his hands right at his numbers.
Yeah.
Great thrown ball. Didn't look like they picked up any yards, though. Got back to the line of scrimmage on the catch. So it'll be South Pittsburgh 3rd and 3 from the Sequatchie County 16.
Looked almost like a screen, a middle screen almost, just going across the front.
Now that you say that, that does kind of seem like a middle screen. I know that's weird to say if you didn't see what just happened, but that's a good example of what it was.
And Kent Grider will run to this side, and he'll be almost sacked, and he'll run up, and
he will be sacked
eventually by number 70, Wingo Presto, or White Presto, excuse me. I'm used to calling by the nicknames.
Almost a loss of 5. Looks like he did lose a yard on the play, if that. So it'll be 4th down for the Pirates. Maybe 4 yards.
He evaded about 4 tacklers there, honestly.
He really did. He's got some good legs on him.
He does. And of course, he's a senior quarterback, so that's going to be this senior quarterback, the senior running back, are going to be a lot off the South Pittsburgh team next year. So
when you lose leadership like that and understanding of the game like that, it always hurts a team.
Oh, yeah.
South Pittsburgh walking over to their sideline.
And it looks like it's going to be a timeout
Timeout taken by South Pittsburgh.
All right. And while we're in timeout right now, I was talking earlier. I was telling you, my freshman year, we almost won that at one point. That was the class that Ralph Hale was in the senior class. So they were really, really competitive, and they looked at us. And,
here's your competition right down here in Madison Harmon.
Oh yeah, and they were all we lost to by like a point or 2. It came down to cans. So if you're ever at homecoming, it comes down to cans, really, honestly.
After halftime, I'll let everybody know how many cans each class had.
Yeah, and that'll tell you that you probably just figure out who won on that one. So, but we'll tell you the winners of all that as we go through, and I'll try to keep up with Brent going over there and there. So.
So South Pittsburgh's timeout still in effect. Yeah. Both teams at their respective sidelines getting coached up for this next play. 4th and 4. You can imagine South Pittsburgh's going to keep their offense on the field. This is almost the exact same position Sequatchie County was in earlier in the game, where they kept their offense against Sequatchie County, turned it over on downs.
Because the field did flip, so it almost looks identical. We just swapped sides on us.
Almost looks like just the jerseys changed.
Yeah, honestly, because we were in shotgun formation too, I believe. So. And Kent Grider will be in shotgun. He'll be by himself in the backfield. 2 receivers out to each side, or 3 receivers to this side, 2 receivers to the other side. He'll take the snap, and he'll look, and he'll just throw real quick. It'll be up the middle, number 9.
It'll be close.
Fitzgerald.
I think he may have gotten the first down, but it'll be close.
We'll see what they spotted at, excuse me.
South Pittsburgh player down. Referee calling the medical team onto the field. Sequatchie County medical team going over to help.
Yeah.
South Pittsburgh and Sequatchie both taking a knee on the field.
And you just hate to see a player go down in any game, especially this early in the season.
Oh, yeah. Hate that obviously, we have no idea whether it's serious or not, but just always cringe at the thought that it might be.
Yeah, and you always look at an injury and everything, and, you think maybe, as an opposing team to the person with the injury, you always think, oh, man, it can't be. you feel bad because you would rather beat someone when they had their best players on the field than beat someone because they got injured.
Right. It's almost like a disrespectful thing.
Yeah, it is, honestly, yeah. And, when I was on the field,
South Pittsburg player just got on his feet. He's able to jog off the field under his own power.
He is limping, but he is jogging off the field. It's always a good sign.
Yeah, so. Kind of ginger, but hoping he'll be okay pretty soon. Maybe he'll be able to come back into the game.
Tribe in full force tonight. Of course, the crowd here tonight is kind of suffocating them. We had a lot of people for homecoming coming in. A lot of people, a lot of alumni, a lot of football players that played back in the day. I say back in the day like it's a long time ago, but a lot of them, kind of younger. But yeah, we had a lot of people here. South Pittsburg is actually not as full as I thought it would be.
No, well, when you start the season 0-2, you're not going to be as full as.
Yeah, but they are in that vicinity. This is one of the closer. It's actually the closest game they played at this year.
Have they not played a home game?
This is the closest away game, I would say. They played Bell County here. They played Hickson up there, and they played Self Creek at home.
During the break, they measured the spot of the ball to see if it was a first down, and by the reaction of the Sequatchie crowd, it seems like it is not. And so that would make it a 1st and 10 for Sequatchie, turnover on downs by South Pittsburg.
And it will be a 1st and 10 as they set the chains. And, identical to that play earlier almost. We almost got the first down last time, and it was just short.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Look at the first down marker over there, you'll see that it's going that way. So it's kind of hard to see the way the windows are in here, but we're trying. Reed under center. They'll take it, hand it off to Hayden Hicks.
And he is up the middle and through the defense. 40.
He's got one man to beat, and he will be tripped up by number 9 for the Fitzgerald for the South Pittsburg Pirates.
He got all the way from about the Sequatchie County 16 to the South Pittsburg near the 42-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of 42 yards.
A lot.
Hayden Hicks.
Yeah. Excuse me, that was Chase Blevins, not Fitzgerald, on that tackle. And of course, you're going to see a lot of two-way players from this South Pittsburg team. Because they are a smaller team, like we mentioned earlier. So,
Sequatchie County sets up in their usual formation.
And Reed will hand it off to Brandon Rudd.
He gets a good chunk of yardage. Not quite a first down, but he might have gotten 9.
He got about 9 on that, and he just kind of tripped himself up, honestly. If he wouldn't have tripped himself up, he was gone. No one really to beat there.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Of course, you don't have the binoculars, so you can't see it that well.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Indians from the South Pittsburg, looks like the 32-yard line.
And Reed will come up to center. Same formation you've seen all evening. A two-back split out of the backfield, one wide receiver to each side. He'll hand it off to number 6 Pickett. He'll go up the middle, and he'll get about 2 or 3 on that one. Definitely a first down.
They'll mark him 4 yards to the 28-yard line of South Pittsburg.
And Pickett's been one of those in both games we played so far. He's been a name we've called a lot on offense, and he's been called a lot tonight.
Referee gave him a few more feet, so that'll take it to the 27-yard line.
And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Indians. Here we go. Reed under center. He'll take it himself up the middle, and he'll get tripped up a little bit by number 50 for the South Pittsburg Pirates, Ethan Moss.
Gets down to the 22-yard line, so that'll be a pickup of 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for Sequatchie County from the South Pittsburg 22.
And that was an option down the middle. That's what they call a midline. He'll stand right there, he'll hand off to the back, and he'll read an option off of it. If the back takes it, or the back doesn't take it, he'll run up behind him, and a back acts as a blocker on that.
The midline is the 50, Chandler. Don't you know that?
Not talking about that kind of football, Brent.
Okay.
And number 12, Brent Turner gets loose.
He is.
And he will have a touchdown. Touchdown Sequatchie County. First score of the night. You think with the Indians?
No one really didn't, especially not after South Pittsburg had possession. I thought maybe we might score off our first possession, but teams have traded possessions in pretty much the same way. So Sequatchie County's 2nd possession of the night, they get a touchdown off it. 6-0 Sequatchie, pending the extra point by Romero. Is that Romero down there?
And that is,
that is Romero.
Yeah, that's Romero, number 27 for the Indians. stop myself. Anyways, and to hold that kick will be
Number 9 for
number 9, Jared Keener. And it's almost blocked by number 8.
But that'll be good for
Yeah.
the Indians. So that makes it 7-0 Sequatchie County over South Pittsburg with 8 minutes to go in the first half.
And prior for the South Pittsburg Pirates, sorry, it's a mouthful to say sometimes. He almost got on the outside for that kick. And the band
Playing Rocket Top here. Love it. Not going to hear that too much tomorrow night.
no. And Indians will come back onto the field, and they'll get ready to kick the ball toward the west end zone because they'll start off from the 40 on their on the east side of the field. They'll be kicking to the west side of the field as soon as South Pittsburg gets ready. It's just been a kind of a slow game to start with both those possessions going dead eventually, but we're now at a point where South Pittsburg can easily score now. They most of the momentum is for Sequatchie now, so
Yeah, you get the first points of the game, you're going to have the momentum.
yeah, and we saw that for Grundy. They thought they had the momentum going in that first score, and then we just scored like that.
That was a game with so many momentum shifts.
Yeah.
So that's probably the worst example to show someone who's never seen football before what momentum can do, because it just changed so much.
Yeah, definitely.
But that made it an interesting game to watch. Romero to take the kick. Almost looks like it's going to be a short kick on purpose.
Yeah. And he'll just pooch it to the middle, and their
whistles
going. And look like it may be a false start.
Yeah. There's nothing else that can beat them. That flag comes down as Washington County 45 or 46-yard line. We'll see what the call is. Official having a word with Romero.
It may have been the way that he kicked it as well.
That delay a game on the Indians.
How can you have a delay game on the kickoff? They'll move it back 5 yards. I'm not sure.
I think you have a 25-second clock on kickoff too.
I'm not so sure. Usually when you see college, they take a lot of time.
I've seen delay games in college on kickoffs.
Okay,
Just never not working.
I've never. Definitely. I've never really seen that.
No, because usually
you think of it just being
go out and kick a ball. That's not very
time consuming.
Yeah, that's not too much direction to give.
And Romero will kick it. He'll squib kick it, and
it is touched by a South Pittsburg player around the 50. Sequatchie County almost got to it. He didn't quite bring it in, but he did manage to fall on it at the 50. So it'll be South Pittsburgh's ball, 1st and 10 from midfield. Interesting thought there by the Indians to try the onside kick, especially after the delay of game, and it was obvious that they were going to try to kick it short.
Well, I think they were just going to try to kick it short, because Romero, you got to remember he doesn't have the leg that Payne did, so they're probably thinking, okay, it's a shorter, and you'll see this a lot. They'll try to go to one side with that kick, and then they'll come to this side with the and have someone catch it as a kick, because once it goes past the 10-yard line, it's a fair game for anybody.
Right.
And I've seen them do that in practice before, so it is very possible for them to do that. And Ryder will go out to the far side, and he'll throw it, and it'll be
looked to me incomplete, and referee signals incomplete. The intended receiver dropped to pretty much his stomach in an attempt to catch the ball, but it hit the ground just in front of him. It did end up in his arms, but after it had skipped off the ground.
And that will be number 8, Kevin Pryor. That was where that ball was supposed to go to. And,
I'm not sure of any relation to Terrell Pryor. We'll let you know.
We'll let you know if that comes about. And South Pittsburg team taking their time now. They'll move the ball. It looks like, I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like they moved the ball up for South Pittsburg, and holding is the call on that for the Indians.
Thanks to commentator Glenn Edson for being all over this, and in case we miss something, we can just listen to him and then let you know.
Yeah, definitely. We're just starting out with the radio broadcasting this year, so it has been kind of a challenge getting everything going. Would you agree with that, Brett?
It has. The plus side is I think this is the first time that we've not gone off the air once since we started.
Oh, definitely. Always nice to be over here in Sequatchie where we have some pretty good service. No down to Grundy County. We still love you.
So South Pittsburg will have the ball 1st and 10 from the Sequatchie County 40-yard line. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side.
And Grotto will take the ball. Head off to number 42 for the Pirates.
A couple of hard hits to get number 42 down.
And that was Tristan Adams for the Pirates.
Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 34-yard line, so that'll be a pickup of 6 for the South Pittsburgh Pirates. So make it 2nd down and 4.
Thank you for listening tonight. We got looks like about 34 viewers on here, listeners on here tonight. Thank you for keep supporting the Spear and Sequatchie County Sports. It's not to have this much of a follow for football and other sports that we do follow. And Grider will hand it off to number 42. This time he is stopped in the backfield by number 70, Wingo Presto. Excuse me, White Presto.
I feel like it's okay to call him Wingo. I think people know who that is.
They know who that is. And, some of these guys on the football team, I played football last year, so I know a lot of them. I know a lot about their nicknames. I'll call that, and I apologize, but so he's learning their nicknames.
he does get back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll be 3rd down and 4 for South Pittsburgh.
I mean, it looked like they lost a yard there, but, they spotted right there, so.
I mean, it's close. There's no video replay. If you get within a yard, I'll give it to the officials. I mean, they've got a hard job.
Yeah. And Grotto will run to this side. Almost intercepted by number 29, Dylan Sanders for the Indians. I mean, he couldn't have had a more perfect kick right there.
Off his hands. I mean, it wasn't like it hit him in the chest. He would have had to jump for it, but it was off his hands. Good effort by him.
Yeah, and I mean, he just went in front of this receiver. He was following him. He jumped in front of him and tried to intercept it. And in an effort, he pushed the ball over toward the sideline.
So that'll make it South Pittsburgh with the ball 4th and 4 now from the Sequatchie County 34. What they decide to do here will be interesting. Their offense is staying on the field. Probably just trying to get a false start call here first because they've still got a timeout, but you never know. They might run a play.
Yeah,
and they do run a play. Handoff up the middle, and he's got the 1st down.
And, that's cool. Man, that's a tough play for the Indians. You get them on 4th and 4, and then you let them get a run right down the middle. What you say you're not going to do with your defense, you just let them run right down the middle.
Up to the 25-yard line from, I think they were at the 34, so we'll call that 9.
And, I mean, I would have done that in the same situation because you're down 7 to a team that you shouldn't be down 7 to. Most people think you shouldn't be.
Watching the game tonight, I think they should be, but before the game, nobody thought.
No, they thought. And so they're already under pressure away with this homecoming crowd. That's a nightmare for any team to be down during somebody's homecoming game already.
A lot of students in the tribe tonight, too.
And we have about just under 6 minutes left to play here in the 2nd quarter, and we'll call a timeout for. Looks like it's going for the.
I wasn't watching the officials. I was looking at the clock.
Not sure how it's going to.
It looks like Sequatchie County's been charged with the timeout, so that would be us that just took it.
Yeah.
So Sequatchie County has 2 timeouts remaining. South Pittsburgh have 1. Oh, South Pittsburgh.
South Pittsburgh did have a timeout.
Apologies for that. What do you think they're talking about right there? Because after you pick up a 1st down like that, you wouldn't expect to take a timeout. I thought they would have taken one before.
Yeah, I would have taken Sequatchie would have taken it right here. But South Pittsburgh probably sitting there like, okay, guys, we got less than 6 minutes to go. If we can just tie it up before halftime, we'll be doing good for right now.
And what's being talked about on the Sequatchie bench?
Stop them. Be the stone wall. Once you get inside the 20-yard line, they have this saying for Sequatchie, be the stone wall. And it's reference to the movie Facing the Giants. Have you ever seen that movie?
I haven't.
It's a really good movie. But they have a scene in there where they call it a stone wall. They get inside the 20. They stop this team that never should have stopped. And they're just having that motto, stone wall, stop them. Get in there and stop them. Keep them from getting in the end zone. Limit to a field goal at least.
So South Pittsburgh will have the ball 1st and 10 from the Sequatchie County 26. Quarterback takes it out of the shotgun. Looks.
Big rider.
Throw.
And he'll be chased. And number 7 for the South Pittsburgh Pirates, Chase Blevins, will catch it. He won't get a 1st down, but he'll get about 3 or 4 yards short.
I'd say he picked up maybe 6 on the play.
We'll
get confirmation for how much he got here in a second. Kind of hard to tell. Ball will be spotted at the Sequatchie County 20-yard line, so he'll have picked up 6 on the play. It'll be
2nd and 4 coming for the South Pittsburg Pirates. It's always a mouthful to say South Pittsburg Pirates. Long.
South Pittsburg Pirates.
It's long. But,
He's from South. He's from the south part of Sequatchie County.
And the fake and the back will actually move to the side on that motion. And number 42 laying down the middle, and he'll get stopped by number 70, White Presto, and another herd of Indian tacklers. But he's short of the first down, it appears. Looks like about...
It'll be 3rd and about 2.
About 2, maybe a yard and a half, somewhere in there.
From the Sequatchie County, we'll call that the 17 and a half.
And Grider will be in shotgun, one back there with him, a wing to the left side. He'll take that ball, and it'll be kind of low. And
he is hitting the backfield, the running back.
So number 42, Tristan Adams, will be knocked knocked down in the backfield, and wait for this Sequatchie County defense to step up.
So that'll be a loss on 2nd down. So it'll be 3rd down. And
actually, that'll be, I believe, yeah, that will be 3rd down. Sorry, I thought it was 3rd down a while ago. Sorry.
Or was it? No, you're right. I'm sorry, I missed it down. So that'll make it 4th down for South Pittsburg.
You go for it here?
You did earlier.
I don't see why you wouldn't right here.
I don't either.
Especially you have a short.
I'm not sure I would go for it, but they've shown like they are willing to. So,
yeah.
Oh, they're going for it here.
In high school football, you'll see a lot more people do that. And Grider will take the ball. He'll take it back and he'll throw it to number 7.
I'm not sure he picked up the 1st down. He caught it on the ground.
It'll
be spotted at about around the 15. Waiting for the referee's signal. Oh, 1st down. Referee signals 1st down for South Pittsburg. So they'll have the ball 1st and 10 around the Sequatchie County 15-yard line.
This is tough. It's 3/4 downs on this drive, am I right?
Not all on this drive, but 3/4 downs over the course of the first half.
That just South Pittsburg has just kept going. Sequatchie hadn't been able to stop on 4th down. But here we go again. Grider in the backfield. Shotgun. He'll hand it off to number 42, Tristan Adams, and he'll get about a yard or 2 on that as he goes into the pile.
Looks like referees will give him 4.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was a good call. Yeah, I mean, he did pick up 4. He just ran through the Sequatchie County defense, in all honesty. 2nd and 6 or 7.
I think the announcer there said 7.
Oh, so. 2nd, okay. 2nd, 7.
We'll go with that.
2nd, 7 then.
And here we go. Here comes Grider. Motion to this side. Oh, and the ball will be stopped. And I don't know. Does Sequatchie have it?
It almost looked like he jumped back on top of it. That will be the referee's signal that he was able to jump back on top of it. He tried to hand the ball off, and that's probably the most dangerous part of a running play. The time between possession by the quarterback and the running back, and in the attempt to hand the ball off, it just came out, and the quarterback was able to jump back on top of it.
And that is a scary play for the Pirates. When you have someone coming in motion, you kind of, it's a time and play. So maybe this crowd is getting them off their timing. That's all time it is with this South Pittsburg team.
Yeah. So they'll have the ball back 3rd and 10 from the Sequatchie County 15. 2 minutes 50 to go in the half.
Grider in the shotgun. He'll drop back. He'll throw it up. And just out of the hands of number 7, Chase Blevins, just be out of his hands.
It hit him in the hands. If he'd have caught that, he was in the end zone.
Yeah, definitely.
Hit him in the hands, bounced out the back of the end zone.
And it's 4th and 10. I would imagine they would go for it right here. They have all night.
Or do you try to just get points going into halftime?
I don't know. You got just under 3 minutes. They've been very time-consuming on this drive.
I'm no football player. I never have played football, but I think I would kick a field goal here just so the team has some points to talk about going
just some mental.
Yeah,
because your defense did good on that first drive, and you just hope they can go out and do it again.
Then again,
but they're going for 4th down right here, 4th and 10.
Fake the handoff,
and he'll almost get sacked, and it'll be just caught, but it'll be short.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
receiver was off balance when he caught it. So gain of 0. So ball will turn over on downs. 2 minutes 35 to go in the half. Sequatchie County got the ball 1st and 10 from around their own 15-yard line.
And that's the first stop on 4th down Sequatchie has done for on defense.
Mm-hmm. So that's.
But eventually, that 4th down is going to kill South Pittsburg if they run to them.
No, it's not, because their first drive.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So Sequatchie are now 2 for 5 on defending 4th downs, right?
Right. And that's a stat. That's an interesting stat to see right in the front of the game like this.
South Pittsburg have only had the ball twice. Each team has only had 2 drives, which is surprising to me. And on 2 drives, South Pittsburg has tried on 4th down 5 times, and their 2 drives have both ended on a failed 4th down.
And Reed will take it. He'll hand it off to number
17.
Number 7. Oh, 17 is Reed. So he takes it himself. Sorry for the confusion there. I wasn't looking through it all because I didn't see that well on there. But look at about a gain of, what would you say that is, Brent?
Let's see where they spotted him. Looks like they spotted him around the 23-yard line, so that'll be a pickup of 8 for the Indians. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 yards.
And it'll be handed to Brandon Rudd. He spins off of someone. He'll be down by number 7, the other number 7 for South Pittsburg, Chase Blevins.
He gets to the 25-yard line, and I think that'll be enough for 1st down, waiting for confirmation from the officials. Still waiting for confirmation.
Brandon Rudd's made some noise
They're
now.
moving the chains. So that will be a 1st down for the Indians.
Brandon Rudd's made some noise now.
Or are they going for measurement?
Are they going for measurement?
Officials are whistling for timeout.
Official timeout on the field.
First down, Indians. Get confirmation.
Yes.
So with 1:35 to go, Sequatchie County have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And, I mean, do you try for points here, or do you just keep the ball and hope something happens on a run?
I think you're always trying for points in the first half. As Reed takes it, and he'll hand it off to number 2, Hayden Hicks.
It looks like they're just going conservative, trying to make sure nothing bad happens before halftime. Take a lead into the half.
And you can't blame that.
No,
I think
I'd probably do that.
I would probably run some option plays here. Just that way you had the option of going inside and just taking it. But if you see something out there, going for it,
Yeah.
But running the ball, I don't throw it here. Especially with the South Pittsburg. We haven't thrown a single ball at the South Pittsburg defense, I don't believe, have we?
I wish I was taking the stats. I would like to know that.
I don't think we've had any passing yards if we've even tried to pass him, honestly. And Reed will be under center, he'll be in a shotgun. He'll take it, he'll throw it, and he'll be almost sagged. He'll run out to the outside, and he'll be tackled from behind. He'll get a few yards, and a 1st down on that play.
To the Sequatchie County 37-yard line.
And less than a minute here to go, 47.1 on the clock. They're going conservative here. That pass I didn't really expect, but...
And he didn't even pass it. He just ran it.
He just ran it.
He tried to pass it.
He tried to pass it. I mean, I would go conservative here, but I'm also going for points. There's the old saying that you can't ever get enough points in the first half.
You can't, but when you're under a minute and up, I think you try to make sure that you keep that.
And, that's kind of Oregon's philosophy. If you notice, they'll always score in the first half as means they can, and then the second half, that's when they slow down.
I remember one time there was like 30 seconds left on the clock, and they had the ball 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line, throw it down, 93-yard pass for a touchdown against some poor California team.
And Reed will take it up, and he'll get sacked by number 72 for the Pirates, Cole Henson. So there you go. And 29 seconds left on the clock. It should keep running, though, unless someone took a timeout. It looks like
the Indians do take a timeout.
Do take a timeout there. And I would imagine they're just getting some timeouts right here and getting ready to maybe one last team at the end zone or 2 last teams at the end zone. But, I mean, I say use Oregon. That's not really a good example, but like most teams you'll see, they'll score as many as they can in the first half if they're up on someone really high.
I'm not sure Oregon's a good example of anything that's normal.
Yeah, but they're a good example. Just everybody knows Oregon, I guess, so you can kind of get them.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Oregon. They're fast. They play with speed. They understand that speed will win you games. I like that.
Definitely. And they're starting to win some recruiting battles out west. Definitely. They're used to those just getting the fast player. Now they're getting the fast and the big players.
Just for the listeners that are a little confused about this, we're assuming that anyone that wants to listen to a high school football radio cares a little bit about college football if you're living in the South. So that's why we don't really have the problem going into that every now and then when we have a stoppage.
We'd like to do more high school, but, a lot of people know more about a little bit about college, so we'll try to get some of that in there.
So 28 seconds to go in the first half. Sequatchie County got the ball 2nd down and 8 from their own, that'll be 39-yard line.
And Reed will be in shotgun with Brandon Rudd. He's the other quarterback for the Indians. They're both in the backfield. All receivers out wide. They'll take him to a quick pass.
Oh, screen pass out of the hands of number 11 for Sequatchie.
And that'll be Troy Sanders.
So the incompletion will stop the clock with 24 seconds. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Indians. Do you run it here and run timeout?
I'm not sure. I take one. You got 24 seconds on the clock, and you got one timeout. I take not a big keep. I try to get a first down, maybe a 20 yards, something like that, and then I take one last team for the end zone. You got to get in closer and do a last minute heave. But Reed will take it. He'll hand it off to. They're taking it himself. He full knee, but he'll be taken down about a yard or two. They got one less time out. I would imagine maybe. I don't know if they'll run off the field or if they'll, go down the last, few seconds and then stop the clock. The clock is rolling down, and it looks like the Indians are walking toward their field house, and the score, surprising here at the half, is South Pittsburg losing to Sequatchie County 7-0. And really just amazing here. Not a lot of people expected Sequatchie County to come in here and be this team, and they're in upset mode right here, especially in their homecoming game. South Pittsburg has not scored a point in this first half. Just a lot of powerful football, and those runs to the outside have been key. Sequatchie County not so much, but South Pittsburg, those runs to the outside to try to get outside. Sequatchie County has been stopping them in the backfield, so that's always good. The band will come out on the field right now, and we're about to get our homecoming events underway. I do believe we'll have an extended. I think we'll have an extended halftime instead of the regular 30 minutes thing. We're going to have 20, 30 minutes, something like that. Maybe a little bit longer. But we'll have the homecoming queen crowned during this, and getting everybody ready down here to go. So, a lot of events going on homecoming week this week. So.
Looks like your optimism was well founded.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I have a question. Come here. Let's talk for a second with me. Speaking of like that. Go ahead and tell everybody who you are real quick.
I'm Donovan Higgins, and I'm a sophomore at Sequatchie County High School.
How was homecoming events today? Just kind of good. What did that kind of entail today for our listeners that weren't listening earlier when Brent talked about it?
It was okay. Well, the sophomores finished last in just about everything. So, floats.
So overall, it's just fun to be at homecoming during the day.
Yeah.
And what did you expect in this game? I know you do the thing.
I was not expecting the result right now. I was not.
Of course, we still got another half to play.
Yeah, I know, but we're doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good, always.
I'm proud.
Proud to be an Indian right now, especially this homecoming game. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that loss last week and how that would translate to this week?
I honestly, because of last week's loss, didn't think we were coming in with the momentum we have had tonight compared to, I heard that South Pitt won their game, and so I figured they'd be coming in with all the momentum, what we wouldn't have, and we're still doing great.
Yeah, definitely.
Very competitive.
And spreading the ball out a little bit more. You thought that would go to South Pittsburgh advantage, but really it hasn't not. We've stopped in the backfield a lot.
No. They have been going for really long drives, and we've been stopping them at the very end of them, pretty much.
And this game is going by so fast because of all the running, So it's 7-0 at the half, and it feels like it's only been like a quarter or something like that.
Exactly.
So, any other comments on the game tonight?
Well, I'm really happy. Thanks for having me on, Chandler.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
To begin the halftime, I would like to introduce the 2014-2015 dance team and cheerleading squad. The freshman dance team members are Kaylee Patricia.
And right now we're going into our homecoming events, and get the paper out real quick, and I'll announce who's there. And here's the 2014-2015 dance squad. Freshman dance team members are Haley Christian, daughter of Norman and Betty Sue Christian; Laura Beth Cordell, daughter of Tracy Cordell and Stephanie Cordell; Kelsey Hall, daughter of Josh and Sherry Hall and Crystal Bolding; Jessica Johnson, daughter of Adrian and Jennifer Johnson. The sophomore dance team members are, and those are your freshman dance team members. Co-captain Alicia Johnston, daughter of Lester and Melissa Johnston. McKenna Meeks, daughter of Timothy and Heather Barnhill. Senior dance team members are Captain Kate Sanders, daughter of Jay Sanders and Reba Sanders. Kyler Hudson, first male dance team member of Sequatchie County High School, son of Derek Hudson and Angie Mitchell. Freshman cheerleaders for this year are Madison Adams, daughter of Kenny Adams and Marie and Michael Smith. Maddie Bell Dean, daughter of Tim Dean and Donna Dean. Savannah Land, daughter of Jeff and Shannon Land. Kaylee Patterson, daughter of Teddy and Heather Patterson. Cameron Roberts, daughter of Brian Roberts and Reggie and Nikia Shell. Taylor Williford, daughter of Brandon and Reagan Williford. Morgan Young, daughter of Eric and Misty Young and Jimmy and Elizabeth Johnson. Your sophomore cheerleaders are Maddie Lofty, daughter of Brian and Angie Lofty. Kaylee McDowell, daughter of Keith and Sharon McDowell. Shaylee Palmer, daughter of Jerry Palmer and Cynthia Brown. Marissa Waters, daughter of Eddie and Lana Waters. Junior cheerleaders are Briley Hickson, daughter of Brian and Carrie Hickson. Delaney Sikowski, daughter of Steve and Linda Sikowski. Your senior cheerleaders are Kristen Barker, daughter of Scott Barker and Stephanie Hawkins. Kara Cox, daughter of Chris and Melissa Cox. And Bailey Phillips, daughter of Bill and Wendy Phillips. And wait just a second on there.
Daughter of Bill and Wendy Phillips. It is now time to introduce the 2014.
And here's your 2014 homecoming court. It consists of one representative from freshman, sophomore, and junior classes. The senior chosen 5 representatives for the court, and it is from these 5 ladies the student body has chosen its homecoming queen. So our freshman representative is Faith Breland. Faith is the daughter of Jimbo and Stacy Breland. She is a member of the girls soccer team and pep club. Faith is being escorted by Mr. Breland. Our sophomore representative is Abby Powell. Abby is the daughter of Joey Powell and Chrissy Powell. She is a member of the volleyball team, cheerleading squad, and student council. Abby is being escorted by Mr. Powell. Our junior representative is Miss Kiana Ryan. Kiana is the daughter of Greg Ryan and Tracy and Kara Smith. She's a member of the pep club. Kiana is being escorted by Mr. Smith. And now we introduce the senior queen candidates. First is Bailey Adams. Bailey is the daughter of Kenny Adams and Michael Marie Smith. She is senior class treasurer, a member of the girls soccer team, girls basketball team, beta club, pep club, and student council. Bailey is being escorted by her grandfather, Jerry Snyder. And second is Miss Lindsay Card. Lindsay is the daughter of Tara Harmon and the late Alan Carr. She is a member of the pep club, FCCLA, and cross country team. Lindsay is being escorted by her uncle, Shane Kilgore. Third is Miss Allison Davenport. Allison is the daughter of Daniel and Stacy Davenport. She is the student body vice president, captain of the softball team, and a member of the girls soccer team, girls basketball team, beta club, pep club, and student council. Allison is being escorted by Mr. Davenport. Next is Miss Carson Fairclough. Carson is the daughter of Joey and Connie Fairclough. She is the student body president and member of the girls soccer team, beta club, pep club, and student council. Carson is being escorted by Mr. Fairclough. The final senior candidate is Miss Brianna Stevens. Brianna is the daughter of Jason and Cindy Stevens. Jason, Cindy Stevens, and April Stevens. She is the president of Beta Club, senior class secretary, and a member of the girls soccer team, FCCLA, FCA, Pep Club, and student council. Brianna is being escorted by Mr. Stevens tonight. And we'll crown that in just a moment. Crowning this year's queen is 2013 homecoming queen, Miss Kylie Abels. We'll wait a minute for all this to assume because I've gone a little bit faster than the announcer has. So we'll get to that.
Next is Miss Carson Fairclough. Carson is the daughter of Joey and Connie Fairclough. She is student body president and a member of the girls soccer team, Beta Club, Pet Club, and student council. Carson is being escorted by Mr. Fairclough.
We're still going through that right now. The announcer is, excuse me. And as Brett Hurst, he is announcing over the PA system. So thank you to him for announcing who your homecoming queen will be this evening.
President of Beta Club, senior class secretary, and a member of the girls soccer team, FCA, FCCLA, Pet Club, and student council. Brianna is being escorted by Mr. Stevens. Crowning this
year's queen is 2013 queen, Miss Kylie Abels.
Presenting the flowers is junior class
And presenting the flowers is junior class president, Breland Grant.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sequatchie County High School homecoming queen for 2014 is...
And your homecoming queen is...
Miss Lindsay Carr.
Miss Lindsay Carr. She's your homecoming queen this year. Very, very honorable candidate, and glad to see that she's the homecoming queen. Congratulations to Miss Lindsay Carr for getting homecoming queen. Your 2014 homecoming queen for this year's homecoming is Lindsay Carr, and congratulations to her.
For the rest of the homecoming competitions. For the can food drop, in fourth place was the freshmen, third place juniors, second place sophomores, and first place seniors.
And seniors win first place. Sophomores win second. Freshmen win first, and juniors win third, and
first place juniors.
Fourth is the
Spirit Wall.
Freshman, I
Fourth
believe.
place freshmen, third place sophomores.
For that event. I'll have Brent come over here and tell us a little bit more about this, and he can rattle these off a little bit better than I
For the
can.
parade float,
So,
fourth place freshmen, third place sophomores, second place seniors, first place juniors.
and we're just waiting for Brent to come over here right now and tell us a little bit about what's going on with this homecoming events, and we'll talk about a little bit about the first half and what's coming in the second half.
And the winning of homecoming 2014 is the senior class. Congratulations to all the winners. We would like to thank everyone involved in making Homecoming Week 2014 a success. This concludes our halftime program. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the game.
And they've concluded their halftime program, but we'll get Brent over here in just a minute to tell us about all this, and he can explain in detail who won and who lost and what to expect.
Do you want that?
Thank you.
How about your phone?
Go ahead, Brent. Tell us about. We didn't get all the competitions and everything. Just go ahead and tell us who won and what we expect in the second half here.
Okay, you mean aside from the fact that I messed up a few times? Okay, I did just announce homecoming. I'm going to repeat some stuff that Chandler said earlier pregame. The freshman representative was Faith Breland for the homecoming court. The sophomore representative was Abby Powell, and the junior representative was Kiana Ryan. The homecoming queen can only come from the senior class, and there were 5 representatives this year from the senior class. There were Bailey Adams, Lindsay Carr, Allison Davenport, Carson Fairclough, and Brianna Stevens. And the student body voted, and Lindsay Carr won homecoming queen 2014. Homecoming queen 2013 crowned her. That was Kylie Abels. A little shot of myself. I think I called Breland the senior class president, but I may have said junior. I'm not entirely sure. If you heard me, please message us. I would like to know what I said because I feel like I'm just the homecoming competitions. Food drive, 4th place was the freshmen, 3rd place was the juniors, 2nd place sophomores, 1st place seniors. Class cheer competition, 4th place freshmen, 3rd place sophomores, 2nd place seniors, and 1st place juniors. Spirit wall, 4th place freshmen, 3rd place sophomores, 2nd place seniors, 1st place juniors. Parade float, 4th place freshmen, 3rd place sophomores, 2nd place seniors, 1st place juniors. I sound like a broken record. Overall, 4th place freshmen, 3rd place sophomores, 2nd place juniors, and the winner of homecoming for this year is the senior class. It may sound a little weird that the juniors won all of those things, but the senior class won, but the reason is because today in the field events, we just absolutely killed it. I think there were only maybe 3 or 4 events that we didn't win. We got so many points from that, it's not funny. And the canned food drive was the most amusing thing. 1 point per can brought in. The freshman class brought in 13. The juniors came in 3rd place with 48. The sophomore class, I forget the exact number, it was around 110 or 115. The senior class brought in 410 cans, and I think that might have won homecoming for us. Just 1 second if you want. Wait. Okay, Donnie has just confirmed that I did say that Breland was the junior class president. Thanks to Donnie. I'm going to get back to the radio show. Chandler's just joining us. He didn't hear what I said about the canned food drive. The amusing part. The juniors, I'm going to repeat myself a little bit for Chandler. The amusing part about homecoming was that the juniors won most of the major events, but today in the field events, the seniors just killed it. I mean, most of the time, if it was like a 12-person thing, we had all 12 done before most classes had 9 or 10. I mean, we did so well today, it wasn't funny.
We all are an athletic class.
Yeah, we really are.
And excluding yourself, you are an athletic class.
That's true.
I'm just kidding.
The funny part, for the canned food drive, the freshmen brought in 13 cans. The juniors brought in 48. The sophomores, I can't remember the exact number, but it was 110, 115, somewhere around there. The seniors brought in 410 cans.
And that is why the seniors win homecoming this year. Cans are always crucial, honestly.
And of course, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, it is a good cause.
So overwhelmed and stressed about homecoming week that sometimes goes in the background. I think it did the entirety of this week, to be honest.
And, you know, I think it went in the background, but the thing is that as the seniors, y'all know that it's important. By the time you're senior, you know, okay, the cans is what. I mean, like I was telling Austin, a friend of mine over here. I was talking to him a while ago. You know, he asked. We were, like I said, we were a point away from winning my freshman year, and that was just because of cans. We brought in 3 more cans, we win. So yeah. What surprised you there? Was there somebody you were expecting to win but didn't? Maybe.
The class cheer competition doesn't surprise me. The spirit wall doesn't surprise me. The float, however, did. It was from first place to bottom, or from first place to 4th place. It was juniors, seniors, sophomores, freshmen. To be honest, I thought it would be sophomores, seniors, juniors, freshmen. The juniors had a good float, but I just thought that ours and the sophomores were better. But apparently, the judges didn't see it like that.
And you know, the judges for that are in town. They're not actually a part of that. Most of the judges you'll see are from like the administration and stuff like that, like central office. In the float, you'll see it's just people in the community that do the float. So it is a different band of judges doing this too. So definitely. And we're at the half right now. We're just waiting for the teams to come out and warm up and everything, so we get going with that. But you know, it's extended halftime here for the homecoming. Always, we got about 4 minutes till they're supposed to come out, and then we have another 3 for them to warm up. But anyways, yeah. And you know, very, very interesting. You know, this 7-0 lead by Sequatchie, it wasn't really expected, you know. And, you know, a lot of people are being almost proved wrong, you know. And I said it was possible this week. I wasn't counting on it. I said it was possible. So we still have another half to play. So still a lot can happen. But right now, Sequatchie's leading 7-0. And very, very surprising. Very, very head-turning, honestly. So we're going to take a break real quick with some music, and we'll be right back here at Wayne Reynolds Stadium. doing a live back here from Wayne Real Stadium here on the campus of Sequatchie County High School. The Indians are taking the field. They warmed up, and your score right now is 7-0 Sequatchie, in case you're just joining us. Thank you for all the 64 listeners that we have, 66 listeners we have right now. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully your Friday's going just as well as ours is right now.
As ours was.
As ours was, yeah. And
I feel like I want to say this before we start. I just called Braylon Grant the senior class president, and that's why I'm not so hot about him. Okay.
And it's still a thing he did wrong. He was on the PA system, so he was a little bit nervous, you know.
Indians about to kick off now. Romero about to take the kick. He's lining up like he's going to do a short one, but he might go full field. He boots it. It's picked up around the South Pittsburg 23-yard line. He's running it back. He's to the 43-yard line before he's finally taken down by the Indians.
Yeah, he got pulled back about 5 yards on that one almost.
That looks like they're going to give him the
forward progress.
Forward progress. Okay, looks like they're going to call forward progress at just shy of the South Pittsburg 45-yard line.
And a big run for the
yeah, that was a good return. So that'll be a first down and 10 for South Pittsburg from the 45. We do have a scoring update for you. At halftime, Bledsoe County is tied at York Institute 14-14.
And the Dragons up at York. I remember we played them about 2 years ago. We got blown out, but
they came to our place the next year and got blown out.
Yeah, they did. And they are a very, very good team, or a very, very classy team. I do like to say that about them. And Grider is under shotgun by himself in the backfield. He'll take the ball. He'll drop back. He'll throw it.
And it is caught. It dropped.
It is dropped. It's caught and dropped by looks like number 8 for the South Pittsburg Pirates.
That would have been a gain of about 35 yards down to the
Kevin
20.
If he wasn't, he might have been tackled right there. If he wasn't, that's a touchdown. He looked like he was headbutting everybody.
That's true. It might have been a touchdown. Like he was running. But it hit him in the hands. Couldn't hold on. So it'll be second down and 10 for South Pittsburg from their own 45-yard line.
And like I said, this South Pittsburg team is kind of similar to the Lookout Valley team you saw, too. They're both small, but they're fast. So you're going to see a lot of those get out of the field fast, catch the ball, and go. And a lot of screens, a lot of runs outside. As Grider in the shotgun, one back in the backfield with him, he'll hand it off to that back, number 42, number Tristan Adams, and he'll get taken down right about the line right there.
We've got a South Pittsburg player staying down on the field.
And that is number...
Strangers are tending to.
Number 42.
Okay, so it was the back it was the back that carried the ball that's down on the field right now. Both teams taking a knee. Sequatchie running back to the sideline after taking a quick knee. Hope he's okay.
And one thing you have to know is whenever they take a timeout like this, we've had a bunch of timeouts tonight, whether they've been official, whether they've been for the team, whether they've been an injury timeout. And you always hate to see a player go down anyways. But they have to come over to the numbers on their side of the field to get water. That's not something a lot of people know. You usually think, they go out the field, blah, blah. But they have to come to the numbers. It's a rule in TWSAA. You have to come to the numbers to get the water. So you'll see a lot of teams that will come to their numbers.
That rule seems strange to me as being a soccer player.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, no, I mean, if you are not one of the 11 players playing or a referee, you don't walk on the field. To get water, you have to walk to the sideline and have someone throw you a bottle. So I'm not used to even being allowed water on the field. So now that I think about it, I mean, it's obvious they're getting water on the field, but I never thought about that before.
But yeah, that's something you learn when you play football because you're out there on the field and they're like, okay, you have to come to the numbers. Refs are like, no, okay, water, here you go to the numbers. So something
That's an interesting rule.
It is really interesting. There's a lot of rules that TWSAA has, and it looks like he's gotten up today.
Okay.
Or gotten up now, and he's on the sideline. They pulled him over to the sideline now, and that was Tristan Adams at 42, and I hope he heals up.
Yeah, hope he's able to come back and play or two.
If not, be able to play the next game.
Definitely.
Yeah. But anyways, Indians getting ready for defense, and there are a lot of odd rules TWSAA have. We saw one of them last week about the block PAT. You can't take it back if it touches the ground. And we saw it last week, and Grundy thought they had an extra point to go in their way.
2-point conversion.
2-point conversion, yeah. But they can't do that in TWSAA. You have to catch it instead of it falling to the ground. Very, very odd rule, but hey.
So it'll be third down and 10 for South Pittsburg from their own 45-yard line.
And Grider will be in the backfield. He'll almost get sacked, but he'll make the pass to number 24.
It will be an easy first down for number 24 from South Pittsburg. He'll pick up maybe 18 or 19 on the play.
And that'll be another Blevins for the South Pittsburg Pirates. This time McKenna Blevins, a tight end on that play.
So they'll spot him at the Sequatchie County 36-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 South Pittsburg from there.
And they're getting some momentum now. On these 2 plays, they've got some momentum going forward. And they'll be in that no-huddle formation, that no-huddle, and they'll go straight to the formation. Grider takes the ball out of shotgun. They hand it off to number 5, and he'll get a gap up the middle. He'll be taken down.
I think he might have gotten another first down.
He might have, and that was a combination of Dalton Lee and Dylan Sanders on that tackle. One got the ankles, one got the top of the helmet. So taking the tackle there as a team. And now we got they're in no huddle looking at the sideline, looking for the play. Sequatchie kind of looking at play too, see if they can get some hits, and maybe that's what they've been doing the first half, getting all those hits and knowing what the play is. They stopped a lot in the backfield, but they'll come up from that no huddle and they'll go straight to formation. Number 10 Grider in the backfield, taking the shotgun snap, and he'll hand off to number 5 for the Pirates.
I think that's 2 or 3.
Jared Jones on that carry, and he'll go to the outside to the on the far side to the out of bounds, and you said pick up about
2 or 3. We'll see where they spot
that. Yeah.
Looks like a pick up of 2 based on the spot. So it'll be second down, and we'll see what the scoreboard says. And we'll
second down, 2 or 7 or 8, 2 and 7 or 8, somewhere around there is what I would assume.
Okay. Announcer says second down and 8 yards to go, so we'll call that official.
Oh yeah.
From the Sequatchie County, call that the 24-yard line.
And Grider in the shotgun, he'll hand it off to number 5, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if anything, honestly.
I think he got back to the line.
And that was Jared Jones in that carry. He's since the second half has started, he's been making his name known. That's 3 carries already for him.
Did he carry any in the first half? I don't remember.
I think he carried 1 or 2, but now, I mean, that's kind of consecutive right there, going 3 plays straight and having him in. Of course, 42 is out now. So that may be why they put him in there. But, there's not a lot of depth in that South Pittsburg team. So one back goes out, you could be having a long night.
I think they're having a long night already.
Yeah, just 7-0, that's a long night for them. But, anyways, Grider will take the pass right to this side, and he will almost be sacked.
But he manages to escape it. He gets upfield, close to the first down line.
I think he's short by about a yard. With under 9.5 to go in this third quarter, Indians up 7-0, and looks like it'll be fourth and about 1 and 1.5, something like that. About 1 yard.
Ball is about the Sequatchie County 16. South Pittsburg lineup, quarterback in the shotgun.
Grider will get the snap. He'll hand it off to number
Whistles.
Whistles will go as they try to form that play. And they will discuss it with the head umpire.
That'll be false start on South Pittsburg, so that'll make it 4th down and 6 for the Pirates.
4th down, about 4th down and 6. I was thinking there were two to go. I'm sorry about that. But
that'll back him up to about the 21-yard line.
Oh, definitely. They come out a little bit harder in the second half. Here comes 4th down. You think they'll go for it, Brent? Any chance they won't go for it?
2 guesses to our listeners at home. Hint, they're going for it.
He'll take it, and he'll take it himself, and he will be stuffed in the backfield. A host of tacklers, including the initial one, White Presto. We've been calling his name out a lot tonight.
Can we say a host of tacklers, including everyone but the safeties? Because, he was swarmed.
First one to touch you, though, I'll say it was White Presto.
Okay.
He was in the backfield. But, man, a swarm of tacklers on there. Gold helmets to the football. That's what they've been preaching all year this year.
Looks like he lost about 4 yards, and that'll turn the ball over to Sequatchie, so that'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Indians from the 25-yard line.
Are you looking? You're up 7-0 on a South Pittsburg team. You weren't even expected to be up at any point, and especially not in the second half. Do you try to run this ball as hard as you can down the field, and try to make a long drive out of it?
My thought process is this: as the Indians,
As Reed takes the ball, and it'll be handed off. No, he'll take it. He'll pitch it out to number six Adam Pickett on the play.
he'll get up to the 30-yard line.
And that'll be a gain of about 5 on the 4 or 5 on the play.
Like I was saying, my philosophy on this is during the first half, we ran the ball. We're up 7-0. It ain't broke. Let's not fix it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. They tried to pass a little bit. They tried to go outside with a bit. It didn't work. But what's worked so far, even after they've done that, what's worked so far is going up the middle. And what worked right there was an option down to the middle.
Same Sequatchie formation they've played all year.
And he'll take it himself, and he'll be flipped over.
But that's a first down for the Indians.
First down for the Indians by Kobe Reed.
Pickup of 7 or 8. We'll see where they spot it. Okay, looks like they're going to give him 8. So that'll be first down in 10 Sequatchie County from 38-yard line.
We don't think our partner, News Channel 9, they've been kind of a partner to us. They've favorited a bunch of our stuff. We sent a scoring to them. They're grateful for that scores at the half, 7-0, Sequatchie over South Pitt. And right now we have Kobe Reed under center. They'll take the ball, and whistles will be blown as Pickett gets to the line. He would have had a field day on that if that would have stood. But it looks like it's going to be maybe offside on the
Indians are backing up. That'll
be a false start on the Indians, excuse me.
So second down and 15 for Sequatchie County from their own, we'll call it the 33-yard line.
We'll see if we can't get some scores from some area games real quick.
Okay, I'll be looking that up for us. No, okay, Chandler will be looking that up for us.
Only a two-man team here, so not a lot of stuff that we can do outside of just talking. So.
It's okay, we're getting there. Sequatchie County, same formation, 2 backs in the backfield, receiver to either side, quarterback under center, takes it, hands it off, run up the middle, and he was almost gone. There was a back there to meet him. He picked up 5 yards, the referees are saying, so that'll be second down and 10. But pick up of 5 yards. If there had been one less back there in the middle to defend that, he'd have been gone open space. But he was well tackled. He was hit and didn't get any farther. That was a good defensive play, sound defensive play.
And Reed will come under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Same formation they were running all night. Surprise, yeah. He'll take it, and he will come down, and he will take it himself down the middle a little bit, and he'll get about...
I'll give him 5 on that.
Yeah, give him 5 on that.
So that'll be down to the 43-yard line, so it'll be third down and 5 for the Indians.
Is it this score surprised you here? No, it never surprised me. Signal Mountain at the half, 42-0 over Red Bank.
No, Signal Mountain at the half, 42-0 over anybody don't surprise me.
Honestly.
Alcoa would surprise me, but...
Yeah. Alcoa 42-3 over Ben Kane, I'd say that. It doesn't really surprise me. Not any surprises really over here.
No.
Let's see. As the Indians get set, Kobe Reed under center. He'll take it, do the exact same play, except he'll pitch it this time, and Pickett will go out to the outside. He'll get to a host of tacklers. He'll be just short of a first down if he doesn't get it.
Say he picked up.
They're going to give him a little bit of a generous spot here.
Let's see where they mark that. Sequatchie coaches think it'll be a first down, and the referees are going to measure it. Okay, while they're measuring, Chandler, let me ask you this. As a football player, how demoralizing, if demoralizing at all, is it for South Pittsburg that they know exactly what formation we're going to set up in every single play, and they still just can't stop it?
It's very demoralizing. I bring it back to the community, and when we played at Main Central in the scrimmage, they ran that Maryland I formation.
Oh,
we knew what was coming. Yeah. We knew the exact play they were going to run, but we couldn't stop it. That's demoralizing right there. That will get you, honestly. And I've been in that position before. They've run the same exact play, and just horrible. It's just agonizing, honestly. While they're taking the time out for the measurement, and looks like it will be.
I'm waiting on a signal. We can't see the ball. It's on the sideline.
Looks like it's going to be just a little bit. No, it's first down.
First down, Indians.
And we'll get some more scores while we're waiting on them to reset. Grundy County in the first quarter is down 7-0 to Silverdale. I wouldn't expect that. Silverdale's not that great of a football school.
Oh, they're not?
They're not.
I mean, Grand County liable to be worse.
Yeah, definitely. Central 7-0 over Marion County at the half. And Marion County just demoralized them last year. We're talking about demoralizing.
We ain't playing Central, are we?
No, we're not.
Good.
Here comes Colby under center.
First down and 10 from their own 48, the Indians. Same formation as ever.
He'll take the ball and he'll hand it off to number 12, Brandon Turner. And if he wouldn't have ran into a player right there at the middle linebacker, he'd been gone.
I heard someone in the press box say ball's loose. Sequatchie County
For cover.
If it was in fact loose, I didn't see it come out. But
Yeah, I didn't see it come out. I think I saw it come out, but it was after his knee was down, so they're good.
so
Sequatchie will sub in a lot.
that'll put the ball on the South Pittsburg 48-yard line. So that'll pick up the 4, second down and 6 for the Indians.
And here we go. Reed under center. He'll take it. He'll hand it off to number 2, Hayden Hicks. He'll bounce off the player, and he'll go. He'll run it up, and he may have a touchdown, folks.
15, 10, 5.
And he'll
Touchdown
be
Indians.
It'll be a touchdown Indians, and that'll be one about a gain of looks like they were about
48 yards.
48-yard gain there. Just an amazing play by Hayden Hicks. He just takes it up the side. And we talk about the Indians going inside, and the touchdown's an outside play.
Outside 48 yards.
Oh yeah,
That was a nice.
that's
I don't even know how to phrase this, but that was a nice bounce off the tackler, if I can say it like that.
I mean, he just ran in the tackler, and it's like he's made a rubber to it, boom, and came right off and then went to the
I'm sure
touchdown.
you made that sound effect too.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so that makes it 13-0 Sequatchie County, pending the extra point by Romero.
And Romero will come up to kick the holder, Jared Keener. He's a wide receiver / quarterback. If 2 quarterbacks go out, he's a third string. I think the order they've got right now is Colby Reed, Brandon Rudd, Keener, Jared Keener, and then Ethan Barker, which is a freshman, number 14 for the Indians. I think that's their quarterback
There's a
lineup.
flag on the play, and that will be offsides on the defense. The hard snap count got him.
If you're down there and you're at the 3-yard line already, you get half the distance to go. You're a yard and a half out. Do you even think about maybe faking it here?
Nah, I say decline it. It looks like Sequatchie County will actually decline that penalty. Waiting on confirmation.
Now, if it had been last week, that call would have come up last week. I'm sure they would have tried anything to get in there and get a 2-point conversion, honestly.
Referees talking to each other about that.
And maybe if since on South Pittsburg, they I don't know what happened there. Like if it's on the offense, they could say it's not a PAT and then put it on the kickoff. But here we go. They will kick it from the same spot. It looks like. Don't like they're moving. Oh, wait, he's going to have a call on that.
Offsides on the defense. Do they even move?
I mean, it's difficult to say.
I'm not sure whether it was accepted or not, but
He didn't say it.
Regardless, it's same distance. They're still trying for a kick.
Yeah, and
That will be good.
it will be good. And it will be 14-0 Sequatchie County.
Now, at the risk of embarrassing myself again, if I remember right, I think I picked South Pittsburg to win this game something like 52 to maybe 7 if it was in
I think so.
Okay, Chandler's going to check on that real quick, but I think I said 52 to 7. That just shows how surprising this is. I mean, Chandler picked a much closer score. I said 56 to 10, and Chandler did pick a much closer score. He said 35 to 31 loss, both of those. But is it? If you can call 14-0 close, I don't really think I would. It's not even been close. This one's Sequatchie.
I mean, it's been one of those games where they're pounding and pounding and pounding. I wouldn't be surprised to go in the fourth quarter and then, score, a quick 2 quick touchdowns or a quick touchdown or something like that just because South Pittsburgh defense so worn out, so undermanned.
The flip side of that is all those big plays we saw from South Pitt last year, 2 of them, and it's 14-14.
Yeah, honestly. And this Sequatchie defense has went there prepared. Usually on homecoming week, like last year we lost to Stone Memorial, pretty close. You don't focus on homecoming week, but they've done a good job. I actually went to practice this week to check on them, and kickball tournament going on. Usually the coach will maybe let some players go off and play in the kickball tournament or something like that, like we had this week. But anyways, Romero will kick off. He'll do that short kick like they're used to doing, a bunch formation on the kickoff. And back to return and catching the ball will be number 7.
He is back, 45-yard line. He is finally taken down around the South Pittsburg 46.
Yeah. And a run like that can show you just how quickly the momentum can turn in one of these games. We miss a tackle right there. It's a 14-7 game. South Pittsburgh is right back in it, easily.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be completely honest with you, flag on the play, block below the knees on South Pittsburgh, so that'll come back. But regardless of the flag, being a Tennessee fan like I am, watching that play, I was scared that was going to be a touchdown for South Pittsburgh.
Definitely.
Because that boy has some speed on him.
Yeah, oh yeah. And while we're taking a break here, what do you think about the Tennessee-Oklahoma game? What kind of chances do we have tomorrow?
That's hilarious.
Is there a chance over 10% that we could possibly win tomorrow?
Over 10%, yeah. I mean, I'd say 20% chance anything can happen in any game except like UTC Alabama.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Georgia Southern scored 21 points in that season where they didn't get any points scored on that season.
Did I say Georgia Southern?
Yeah.
I said UTC.
No, I'm just saying Georgia Southern. They run that triple option. They're good.
And I would have given Georgia Southern more than a 20% chance of winning.
And Griner will be back at shotgun. Sorry for cut you off there, Brent.
No, you're good.
And Nine will run to this side.
And he
won't be
yards. Maybe he got close to first down. I think he got the first down.
Oh, he definitely got the first
He
down.
got up 11 yards for South Pittsburgh.
And that was number 9, Corbin Fitzgerald, who's been working all night in the first half.
That play started on the South Pittsburgh 24 or 25-yard line. He ran it down. They're going to spot it at the 38-yard line of South Pittsburgh. So it'll be 1st and 10, the Pirates there. 4 minutes, 24 to go in the third quarter.
Yep. And, we say Squatchy's winning, but, always change. We're just taking this one play at a time if I'm Squatchy. I'm doing the best I can on every play because I know I can outland this team if I need to. I have the condition, I have the manpower to do it. And Grider will take the ball, and he'll hand it off to number 5.
And he's brought down at the 40, gain of 2 yards.
Jared Jones on the carry.
Hard fought 2 yards, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Good spinning. I'm not sure how else to say that. Good spinning to get there.
A good spin, a good juke, and he got 2 yards.
Yeah.
But anyways, they'll look at the sideline. Another interesting score here.
How about Harriman 7, Whitwell 6 in the first?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Expect to be Harriman.
Yeah, you don't want to be losing. You don't want to be anywhere near close to Whitwell in a game, and we end up losing to them in the Jamboree. But I think we got better from that.
Jamboree doesn't count.
The Jamboree doesn't count, but he'll pass it to number 9.
He has got a first down, and
he's working on more
on the touchdown or on the almost the touchline on the sideline.
And he'll get about 18 yards on that, I would say. And that was number 9, Corbin Fitzgerald, working again.
He's up to the Sequatchie County 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, South Pittsburgh from there. South Pittsburgh again looking to the sideline. Whistle's blown.
Maybe delay game.
Might be. See what the call is, and we'll of course let you
and
know.
we actually have clock. We actually have a play clock on each end of the field, so we can tell what's going on. And they're in.
Are they? I'm not sure what that was. They're letting play resume just like it was. Got whatever it was sorted out.
And he'll hand it off to number 7.
He's got some room.
And he might take it.
5 touchdown, South Pittsburgh.
And he takes it all the way for a touchdown. That'd be about what kind of carry was that? Probably about a.
That play started around the 41-yard line of Sequatchie.
So 41-yard run, easy to do the math on one of those touchdown plays. But a 41-yard run, easy math. 41-yard run on that play.
Sequatchie County Education gets you that kind of math.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say that.
No, we didn't say that on there. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the game clock this week. Am I right?
Oh,
nice to have the clock working out.
I like to have a heart attack in Grundy County not knowing how much time was left 7 minutes in.
Oh, yeah.
Or 7 minutes left.
But I do know there were several instances that I was looking at a clock that someone had. Yeah. I had someone on Sequatchie County that had a clock, and they said they let off, a full minute at the end of that game when it was a 4th down for Grundy County.
Back to the play that just happened, though. That was great blocking by the Pirates. I mean, he just had.
I mean, it was down the middle too.
It was down the middle. He had
that was very unexpected for South Pittsburg.
Like I said, 2 big plays, and it could be 14-14 pending the extra point. And extra point for South Pitt is no good.
No good. And I think one of the Indians players got their hands on it right there. That's what it looked like. Because there was a horde of Indian defenders coming through. And you got to think it's critical. 14-6 for South Pittsburg here.
So
they scored another touchdown. They got to go for a 2-point conversion. And, you know.
I can't take another 2-point conversion.
I know. After last week, I'm done with the 2-point conversions for the year, honestly. But,
no more.
But yeah, we had this a much higher scoring though too, didn't we? When we predicted this, whether it was a blowout high score, whether it was both teams.
Combined high score, I had 66 points between them, and Chandler had 66 points between them.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, we both had the same amount of points scored, and so far there have only been 20 through 2 quarters and 9 minutes of the third.
Yeah, 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Indians they're all waiting to go kick the ball. I think there's more. The game clock's not running right now, but I think they do have a set amount of time. They're going to have a minute between the field goal and there, so they get a little bit of a break. Tribe out before. It's kind of funny to go look at the Tribe and see these dresses they're wearing because they're wearing for the homecoming court. A bunch of them wearing the Tribe, and they're just in the crowd randomly. It's kind of funny to see. Am I right, Brett?
I've been coming here so long that I've actually grown accustomed to it, but now that you say that, it is kind of amusing.
Yeah. And, there's a lot of things, when you come around to Sequatchie County, these smaller towns, you'll see them, and we just know them as fact, and a lot of people are just like why you do
like
that?
Like the Homecoming Day Parade,
yeah.
Somebody was talking to me and said that they feel sorry for the people that were trying to go through town that were stopped by the parade. I said, everybody around here knows there's a parade.
Yeah,
they from a little town.
We're not worried about them to stop by the parade. We're worried more about are they going to stop to see the parade. And it's very strange for some people. Some of the traditions we have around here, and every high school has its own traditions. But I think Sequatchie County has a lot of traditions. Honestly,
we may be just a tad biased.
We may just be tad. I prefer our traditions. I've seen some traditions that other people do. Like South Pittsburg, when they're at home, they do have a motorcycle with a flag come out on the field, like Oregon does.
I remember that.
And I remember them doing that. That was actually, I'm not going to lie, that actually looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching that, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, like Grundy County last week, they got all, and we were like, we can do it better than that. We just walk out on the field, Of course, Coach Colquitt likes to keep things a little bit more plain, but, he is kind of old school with his tactics. When I ask him about, interviewing a player, he always says, well, just go pick you one. Because he knows the seniors. If I ask somebody, he knows the seniors goes, oh, well, I'm not one to talk to. Talk to this guy. He's the captain. He's the leader of the team. And he lets the players choose a lot more than he does what to do, except for maybe the play calling as it goes.
South Pittsburg up to kick off.
It's been number 10, the Grider. He kicks it off.
Ball caught at the 24-yard line of Sequatchie County and
run number 11, Troy Sanders.
He's at the 45 and brought down around the 46 or 47-yard line of Sequatchie County.
And that was very interesting to see. They don't have a lot of players in South Pittsburg, and they don't have very many kickers. Kid Grider kicked that off.
Did he really?
Yes. I looked down, I said, number 10. I'm sitting there thinking, that's the quarterback. But
no, I mean, this is complete speculation, but I saw a player on the South Pittsburg sideline that looked cramping up a little bit, and one of the trainers was trying to help him. That might have been the kicker.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, complete speculation, but I mean, that's the only reason I could think the Grider.
Well, see, like when I was a junior, the class ahead of me. They had a player that played a lot of positions. He played quarterback. He was quarterback, Jake Pickett, but he would also punt from time to time and this and that. They kind of had him in multiple roles as that came about.
So Sequatchie will line up in the formation that I'm going to start calling Sequatchie County.
And Kobe Reed will take himself to the outside, and he'll have some room. And he
about 20, 15,
and he'll be gone for a
touchdown Indians.
No flags on the field as they get another touchdown. It'll be 20-6. Sequatchie pending the PAT.
Some quick scores here.
Wow, it's just been big plays. Like we say, big plays are going to make a difference. Well, we were thinking if Pittsburgh gets another big play, it's right. They're right back in it.
And again, South Sequatchie County gets another big play, and that just absolutely changes the swing
Yeah.
of the game.
And, momentum for most of the game has been going towards Sequatchie.
Mm-hmm.
But, that it went for South Pittsburg for a minute there, and then it just swapped right back over to Sequatchie. So
Romero on to attempt the kick.
And we have to tell you the implications of this game. This was not expected. And that kick will be good.
So that makes it 21-6, Sequatchie County over South Pittsburg. Let me repeat that.
21-6, Sequatchie County over South Pittsburg. Here with just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
No, we did not read the scoreboard wrong.
We didn't read it wrong. It is 21-6, Sequatchie County. And, we had a lot of people, and I've had a lot of people talk to me, I had some people read some articles that I wrote, and they were like, "You're crazy. This is crazy." I was kind of expecting South Pittsburg to maybe win, but I knew it was going to be closer than what everybody else predicted. Even at the beginning of the season, Britt can attest to that, right?
Yeah, I will give you that. That was, obviously not a miracle, but that's about as close to a miracle pick as I think you can have.
Well, but see, I look at our picks, and we're looking at the corner over here where we left our picks from the community game. But our picks for the game, we look at all of them, and we're just kind of overlooking Grundy. We all had Grundy wrong. It was closer than we anticipated.
Now, I did pick a 3-point win over Grundy.
I picked more of a 10-point, 11-point win as opposed to, the close win that you had. So
as opposed to a 1-point double.
So I'll give it to you. You had it closer to right on the Grundy game than anybody else did. So
what I had closest to right was Tennessee-Utah State, as Coach Scott Chapman can attest.
You tell them a little bit more about that at the end of the quarter.
Yeah. Romero to kick off. Oh, well, pooch kick.
And
picked up at the 35-yard line, and the player
by number 14, Cade Kennemore.
He was just on his knees when he caught it, so the ball will be placed at the at the 35-yard line of South Pittsburg.
And, I had it's kind of funny because, I was sitting there thinking about that play, and I coached Little League football. There was a play we had the other day where a player handed off to a player that was on his knees, and he was in the back that he ran it. He fell on his knees, but he handed it off to him still because they're Little League. They don't know. And he was just dead right there. That was just kind of a funny play to see. And I do enjoy coaching Little League football. It's a blessing to play and coach them. And as Grider comes and drops back, he'll go out to drop at the right side
and chased,
and he will throw it away. Closest defender in the area was about 5 yards off from it, Dylan Sanders.
Look, the intended receiver is going to be called. I can't see the number there. Whoever the intended receiver was, Sequatchie County was closer to catching that ball than he was.
Yeah,
he did just throw that away.
He threw it away. He threw it just to the far sideline. Like, okay, we don't have anything. And that's a mature quarterback right there.
It is.
We saw that quarterback last week where he checked that down, and I was amazed that he could check it down and he put that back instead of running the ball because the way they were looking like they were running the ball, and he made him block so we could throw it out there. So that's very, very interesting. Very mature quarterbacks here in the Sequatchie Valley. And Grider will hand it off to number 9.
He's got some room. Almost taken down.
Corbin Fitzgerald on the carry.
Takes a couple of players with him. Finally taken down at the South Pittsburg 43-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to mark it.
And it's going to be a first down for the Pirates.
Oh, 48, I'm sorry. Looked at the yard line wrong. So it'll be 1st and 10 South Pittsburg from the South Pitt 48-yard line. Again, looking to South Pitt sideline. Looks like about 9 Indian players are to the South Pitt sideline. Line up, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback out the shotgun.
He'll take the snap, and he'll fake it, and he'll be chased a little bit. He'll throw it to number 7, and he'll catch it behind the line, but he'll get about 3 on that one.
The fact that receiver was able to make anything of that is actually impressive.
It really is.
When he caught the ball, he was actually running the wrong direction because he had to run backwards to give his quarterback somebody to throw to, and he managed to turn around, beat a defender, and get down to the Sequatchie County 49-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 7 for South Pittsburg.
And they'll look to their sideline. They've been in this no huddle all night, and it's not really fast-paced. It's just not getting in the huddle. There's a difference there. And Grider will be in the backfield, 1 back in the back, and he'll hand it off to Fitzgerald. And
he'll drop for a loss of maybe 3.
This Indians defense has been the most physical I've seen them this year.
You think they got a little talking to after the Grundy game?
I bet you they did, and I bet you they've been hearing that all week. You lost to Grundy. You lost to Grundy. You lost to Grundy.
Did you really lose to Grundy?
Yeah, did you really lose to Grundy? South Pitt's coming in here. You going to lose to South Pitt? You're not expected to win against South Pitt. What are you going to do about this? Well, they're doing something about it. 21-6. As time fades down here in the third quarter, we're about under a minute left here in the third quarter. South Pittsburgh will try to run another play out of this no huddle. Taking their time out of the no huddle, by the way. And Grider will take the ball, and he'll throw it up long, and it'll be incomplete.
Great coverage by the Sequatchie County defender.
Number 10, Lofty on the coverage. He transferred, I believe, from Whitwell. Come up here. And he is from Whitwell, I think he is. I don't know if he transferred from the Whitwell High School, but he is from Whitwell. I do know that. And
we'll forgive him.
We'll forgive him for that. Great coverage on that. You can always forgive that. I thought he had the catch, and then he just somehow got his hand in there and just pulled it up. Good play by Lofty. That may be ultimately one of these plays we look at and be like, okay.
Scoreboard, so that'll make it 4th down and 7, and South Pittsburgh will have their first punt of the game from their own 48-yard line.
The first punt of the game is right. We're almost in the fourth quarter.
That's the first punt of the game overall.
Yeah, and we're in the fourth quarter. And we're almost in the fourth quarter here.
Sequatchie County are just going to let that roll dead.
And it's going to be about the 20-yard line there.
Looks like they're going to mark it on 19. Sequatchie County 19-yard line. Around there. You get the idea.
Yeah. And I think that, look at this game. It's been a physical game. It's been one that's been in the trenches.
Good Valley game.
Yeah, good Valley game. And, down here on this edge of the sideline, we had 2 big plays that were missed right there on that sideline. And we're 2 of those plays from good coverage from this secondary for the Indians. This secondary didn't perform like they did already. We're looking at a 21-21 game right now. Maybe even South Pittsburgh winning right now because we've not had an opportunity to score a touchdown.
Sequatchie County out in the same formation as ever. Looks like a run up the middle.
And the run will be taken by, looks like, hard to tell there. There's a big pile, even with the binoculars.
not sure who took that run, but 10 seconds left. Looks like the third quarter is about to end. Do we have any questions or anything from our social media?
I don't think we do. Let me check real quick.
93 viewers. Thank you all for listening.
Definitely. This is a homecoming game. And we'll be here all season, broadcasting from home, broadcasting from away. And next week we got the CCS game. What do you think about that game now that you see the score of this one?
Watching us beat South Pittsburgh like this, we beat anybody. Not going to say that for Signal, but aside from the Signal, we can beat anybody. Now, Signal.
You think Notre Dame too?
I didn't say we will. I said we can. Watching this game, I honestly believe that we can.
Because Notre Dame is actually closer in size to South Pittsburgh than it is to us.
Now, I believe that it would take Notre Dame having a down game and us having an up game. But, still, that's entirely possible.
Yeah, that's what you're going to see. I had a quote from one of the coaches I had in high school football. I don't know if you remember Coach Montgomery, you know him. But he always told us, he said, I tell my kids every Saturday, we go to watch a game. He said, they ask me, who's going to win this game? Who's going to win that game? And he always tells me, he doesn't say who's going to win. He says, any given Saturday, any given team can win. And I think that's true. Except Vanderbilt. Of course, he's talking about the actual predominant SEC schools.
Okay.
So, and most of the predominant college football programs. So, anyways, the Indians will swap sides of the field, it looks like. Well, yeah, they swap sides. It is the end of the third quarter. Sorry, I got confused there a little bit.
Good job, Chandler.
Bear with us. Thanks for bearing with us, Sam.
Yeah, 2 tests today at UTC. We'll give him a break on that.
I don't know him. We got finals. Signal Mountain 49, Red Bank 13. Red Bank actually scored on them. They might have put their third or fourth string in there. Alcoa 42-10 over McMinn County. Central final 7-0 over Marion County. That is a final there. And what's going on here?
They're about to play.
Okay. I thought you were pointing like they had a flag or something like that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just meant the game's about to start, and I'm looking up the Bledsoe score.
And Reed will take it to the outside a little bit, and instead of pitching, he'll take it himself, and he'll get about a 5-yard gain on that. And what's okay game now?
It's on there, but that's really old. That's the first quarter.
Yeah.
And I got the halftime when we were at halftime. So
yeah, definitely.
into the third quarter.
Notre Dame 50, Boyd Buchanan 7. Two teams that are on Sequatchie's schedule.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about Boyd.
Yeah, it does, definitely. Does it make you feel any worse about Notre Dame?
Yep.
Definitely. They still got the 7-0 at the half versus Sequatchie South Pittsburg. They hadn't updated that. Whitwell now winning in the third quarter 22-21 over Harriman. So, and that's at Whitwell. So, down up the valley, you got some good football going on. And that will be just the stuff right there.
Scoring update. Third quarter with 5 minutes 10 left to go in the third. Bledsoe County 21, York 21. Thanks to Bradley Hargis for tweeting the scores. I'm on his page right now looking it up.
Now, is he the radio guy you're talking about?
He and Mike, I don't know Mike's last name, but Bradley and Mike are the radio guys for Bledsoe, yes.
All right. You think they'll want to join us in the booth here, or you'll collaborate with them when we go to Bledsoe?
I'd be okay with that.
All right.
They know what they're talking about.
That'll be the only thing at Bledsoe game that we co-collaborate on.
Bradley and I go to church together, so that relationship is not going to be a testy one in the press box there.
Yeah. And they had, and Reed will,
easy first down.
Reed will take it himself and get about five or six on that, but they only need a yard or so on that, so they'll get a first down. And not really any surprising scores here, except maybe the Whitwell game. See what we got here. Don't see of use to us that maybe the Hickson losing to Bradley Central 21-14. As we go, and Reed is under center. He'll hand the ball off to number 7, Rudd, and he'll get stuffed. But he'll get
maybe
two or
pick
three
up.
there.
I'm going to give him a pick up at 2 on the play, so they'll make it second down and 8 from the Sequatchie County 39-yard line. Okay. So Sequatchie County a little bit slow back on the line, but obviously not really a hurry-up team. Officials look like they're official calling a Sequatchie County coach over to have a talk with him. We'll tell you what that's about if we can figure it out. A couple of players running on and off the field. Again, an official still talking to the one of the Sequatchie County coaches. And a different official talking to one of the South Pittsburg players. It would have been interesting to have been in on those conversations, but not entirely sure what that was about. If we hear a word, we'll of course let you know. Almost looks like they're trying to calm the players a little bit, but not entirely sure. Sequatchie County seem to be moving backwards. So maybe are they going to say replay that down? They put the ball back where it was before the play happened.
And what's happened? What's happened so far on this one?
I have absolutely no idea. The referees have been talking to coaches.
What was it? Did the play end early or?
No, not that I saw. It looked like a normal play, and then the referees were talking to people, and now it looks like the ball's exactly where it was.
I think what might have happened was an inadvertent whistle. And what you'll see there is you'll see they'll blow the whistle too early or too late or something like that. Or most of the time it's too early, and those have to replay the down because there's no way without instant replay to even test that.
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more. If I were a referee, I would have a hard time not blowing whistle all the time on accident. So regardless, Sequatchie County off the ball, I think 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Run up the middle, gets stuffed. Looks like he picked up about a yard, maybe 2. So he did pick up 2, so that's the exact same play that just happened. So that'll be 2nd and 8. Nothing lost there. Sequatchie running 4 players onto the field.
And you'll see it, like I said, you'll see this a lot, and I've said this every game, but you'll see a lot of substitution for this Indians team. Definitely with the backs and receivers, you'll see a lot from them. So here we go. Reed under center. He'll take the ball, he'll go out to the side, he'll go down the middle himself, and he'll get tripped up and gain about a yard or maybe 2 on that.
Looks like about 3 yards. That play started at the 39-yard line. No, they'll give him 2. You were right. So from the 39 to the 41. So Sequatchie County will have the ball 3rd down and 6 from their own 41-yard line.
21-6. a little bit under 9 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. We didn't see this coming. I guarantee you, no one in the Valley, no one besides these players saw this coming.
Did they see this coming? Do you really believe that they saw this coming?
I do. I've seen a lot of social media as looks like
Sequatchie County player just kind of jumping over players, a couple of players from both teams.
Just kind of having some fun out there. That was number 44 for the Indians.
Play ends up around the Sequatchie County 43. Surely the punt team will come on. It's 4th, and we'll call it 5. Yeah, punt team is out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, it's that was kind of a funny play. But no one expected this. I know these players were expecting. They were expecting to come in here and win, and they were expecting to have to fight for it. And I do say that because I saw on social media this week, Nick Mullins, a coach, I think he's with the line, more the defensive side of the ball. He does a really good job motivating these players. And it's punted by number 29, Dylan Sanders.
Whistle's on the play.
And we'll see what this does. But he's a really good job at motivating them. And, he does it through social media. He does it in the weight room more so than on the field. And really, really good at motivating this team. And a lot of students say on social media, if you ever want to see something cool and want to see how these players are being motivated, follow Coach Mullins at Coach Mullins _Yo. Actually, it's at Coach Mullins Yo on Instagram, on Twitter.
Let me check and make sure that is his.
And I believe that's what it is. He really, really motivates his players. You can see how well he motivates these players. And he had them thinking they're going to come in here and win this game. And he was right.
So, 4th down and 10 for the Indians from their own.
Sanders back to punt.
Oh, fumbles the punt, and he'll go down at the 29-yard line of Sequatchie. So South Pittsburg with a great defensive effort there. Class from South Pittsburg, I can't see his number. Class from South Pittsburg, number 7, after tackling our punter, he helped him back up. Yeah, always love to see that. But good defensive play by South Pittsburg. They'll have the ball 1st and 10, I believe, from the Sequatchie County 29. Yes, that's confirmed. 7:26 to go in the game. So South Pittsburg spreading everybody out. Quarterback.
This is the close. I mean, besides being a touchdown, this is the closest they've been down the field to the end zone. And the quarterback will take it himself, and he'll get a
first down.
There'll be a flag, and it may be hitting out of bounds, or it may be a helmet-to-helmet hit in the middle of the field. I think I saw there. We'll see what they call that. But it looked like it was near the sideline, but that hit was also near the sideline as well. And it looks like they'll have a discussion at the refs will, and the head umpire will come out, and he will determine what the calling on the play was. Illegal hit to the helmet by the South Pittsburg player. It looked like number 9 had the illegal hit, and South Pittsburg will be pulled back there. It'll be targeting, and
so that'll be targeting against South Pittsburg. That'll move them back, of course. So that'll be 1st and I can't even tell how far back they are. 1st, and we'll call it 18 maybe from the Sequatchie County 37 for South Pittsburg.
And we'll thank the umpire up here in the booth. He held us out a lot tonight, telling us what the actual calls were on the field, because it's hard to hear, it's hard to see from up here. And Ryder is in the backfield, and he'll run it up, and he'll get a first down on this, and he'll be taken out of bounds around the same place he was last time. And that last play was targeting. They had a 15-yard penalty on that. No ejections or anything like that on that targeting play. But definitely a 15-yard penalty, and they just got it back on that play. Ryder just took it himself around the end and went and got to the same place where they just were. So they didn't really lose anything. They just kind of lost time on there. But time is becoming critical. 7 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. When you get in the fourth quarter, time is always critical, especially when you're down by 2 touchdowns. 7 minutes seems like a lot of time for football, but when you're talking about 2 touchdowns, you're sitting there. I mean, that's definitely doable, but it's not as manageable.
In high school football, 2 big. I said this before, but 2 big plays and game's tied.
Oh yeah. We saw that. We saw that last week.
Oh yeah.
A play, 2 plays this side, 2 plays that side. Last year, Marion County Sequatchie game, you'd see a play, you'd see 2 plays for Sequatchie, 2 plays for Marion County. It was tied all the way to the third quarter before Marion County just took over. So
remember that.
Yeah, definitely. And you're going to see with that Marion County team, we'll play them again this year. We'll play them at home this time. I'm not sure what to expect from them. I know they're good this year. They're really, really good. They just lost to Central. The Central, I think they're going to spread out, so it's not going to be as bad. But definitely look for a low score and affair there. Both teams know what the other team run because they've run it in previous years, and they know it to a T what they're going to run. Coach Conkle used to coach at Marion County, so Marion County knows exactly what we're going to run, the way we're going to run it. So expect that when we play Marion County, and it's just a tough physical game. So here we go. And South Pittsburg will have the ball. Ryder in the shotgun all by himself. Excuse me, there's a wing to the other side. In the backfield. Just not with him. He takes it back and he'll fake a screen.
Touchdown, South Pittsburg. Caught in the end zone for 6 points.
And that was number.
His teammates are, of course, around him congratulating him, so he kind of got lost in a seal.
Number 8 on that play, Kevin Pryor. We've been calling his name out a few times tonight. So, 21-12. Do they go for 2?
I don't know. I think that's what they're asking. It doesn't look like the offense is coming off the field.
Definitely doesn't. If they stop this South Pittsburg team, I would almost call this game almost over if they do stop them right here.
I would too.
Because then they have to get a 2-point conversion and a field. I think they have to get a touchdown and a field goal after that to even catch up with us. So
they will go for 2. Quarterback throws it, and it is incomplete. 2-point conversion fails, thrown short.
21-12. It's funny to see that mirror image right there. 21-12 for the Indians.
On this nice new scoreboard that the football team
has.
has.
I want to get a picture of the scoreboard. When I send it, I'll put it on the speaker. It is a very, very nice scoreboard in case you're unable to be in the area and see it. They just redid the scoreboard at the beginning of the season. This is the community game, actually. Of course, the community game, they changed the color from black to purple.
But they've been working on this all week.
And it looks amazing. It's got the brick finish. It says Indians on top of it. Sponsored by Sister Tri-County, and that's also a sponsor for our player of the game this week. Who do you think that should be this week?
That's a hard one.
Been a lot of names called.
Can we call it the entire defensive line?
I think if we talk about the defensive line, we have to talk about White Presto. He's been there the whole time in the back. I mean, he's been in the huddle with them. Well, if they were in a huddle, he'd be in the huddle with them. You know, so definitely been calling Wingo's name out a lot. Been calling Rudd's name out a lot, even though he's had those short runs. He's had a lot of carries. The quantity is better than the quality. South Pittsburg will line up the kick here.
If y'all want to see, if you're not currently at this game and you want to see this new scoreboard in use, your next opportunity will be the soccer match here Thursday at 1 o'clock, and then your next football opportunity will be a week from today against CCS.
Way to plug the soccer team in there. I always love to plug the soccer team and other sports in. Because we're not just football. We are all sports here at Spear.
I didn't just do that because I'm a soccer player. I mean, that is the next time that it will be.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to come to a middle-of-the-day game, next time the football team will be using it is Friday of next week against 7 o'clock against CCS. So kickoff in South Pittsburg goes out of bounds, and I believe
that'll be a flag. Yep,
35-yard line.
Not sure the exact. I think it's like a 15-yard penalty, or it comes up.
Placed up to 35.
Yeah, placed 35.
Or in college, it's 35.
35, maybe 40 here because they kick off from 35 in college.
We'll let you know when we see them place it.
They used to kick off from 25. Now they kick off from 35 in college. Just don't have it, so it's more likely to be a touchback. So.
Right, because they want that dangerous play of running the ball back on.
A lot of people talk about being banned from college football. I couldn't stand to see it that way.
No, I don't think I'd be able to watch it the same.
I mean, the snap doesn't have the same feel as a kick at the beginning of the game. Yeah. So at least at the beginning of the half, you have to keep it, if anything.
And Sequatchie do have the ball from their own 35-yard line.
He'll hand it off to number
as soon as the ball carrier got the ball, he was hit.
He'll get a yard on that, though, and that'll be number... He's down, but he'll get up. No, will yeah. His helmet is off. That was Pickett on the run. His helmet is off, so he'll have to come out and play at least. And they will replace him with number 7, Brandon Rudd, and number 12, Brandon Turner. 2 Brandons in the backfield, and Hayden Hicks will come off the field for that. Indians have the ball at their own 37-yard line, 38-yard line, somewhere in there.
So we'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Indians.
And he'll hand it off to number 12, Brandon Turner, and he'll miss a tackler, and he'll come up and lean forward for about
it's 6-yard gain to the 43-yard line. Good run by him. So that'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Indians.
And just a solid game for the Indians. Not a lot. I haven't really seen any mistakes, except maybe for a false start and offsides, but that's common in high school football. They just played. I said they would have to play perfect football tonight, and they've done just that. So here we go. Reed under center. They're taking him himself.
Oh, he gets hit in the backfield. Well, no, they'll mark him back at the line of scrimmage.
And that was number 50 for the. Sorry, I didn't catch you off there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Number 50 for the South Pittsburg Pirates, Ethan Moss, coming up to get the tackle in the backfield.
So that'll make it 4th and 2 from the Indians' own 43-yard line. They'll punt here. There's just no question. You don't go for this on your own.
Especially when you're this is not
like this.
Yeah, you're not a touchdown. Well, actually, you're down. Even if you go for an 8-point conversion, you're still down by 1 point. But you still don't want them to be within 1 point because one big play from them, you're done. So here you go, and they'll punt it. Dylan Sanders this time gets the punt off. No flags.
My goodness.
And he kicks it a mile there, and it'll be at the 15-yard line is where the Indians will pounce on it at. Great punt by Dylan Sanders. And he's not been that really great of a punter. He's been more of a short-distance punter, but definitely got his foot on that ball.
From line of scrimmage to where the ball was finally down was 42 yards, I believe.
But he was back about 15, so that's everybody's like, oh, that doesn't sound impressive on punts. But the farther back you are, you're actually farther back than what they say you are.
Yeah, so, that was a great punt.
I've seen people kick it. You kick it 15 yards for a punt, you're getting back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Maybe a yard or two. But South Pittsburg will take it. Grider is going to roll out to this side and throw it to number 24 for the Pirates. He'll be taken down, and that was McKenna Blevins, the other Blevins on the team.
Taken down at the 20-yard line.
And he was the tight end for the Pirates. Or he is the tight end, excuse me. Not change positions.
So that'll be a pickup of about 7. We'll call it 2nd down and 3 from the 20.
This clock is still rolling, which is good for the Indians. Or it was. Yeah, it's still rolling now.
4 minutes and a half left to go in the game. Sequatchie County's still up 21-12.
And you're down by 2 possessions here. Any way you see it, you're down by 2 possessions. Time is precious. You can't spend it doing stuff like this where you're going outside and you get 2 or 3 yards. As number 42 on that one. I think he's back in the game. Tristan Adams, if I got that correct.
I'm glad to see that he's able to come back in.
I believe that was who that was. No, excuse me. That was 24. McKenna Blevins on back here. And he goes outside. You don't want to waste time for South Pittsburg. The clock is still rolling. We're under 4 minutes now. So take it to this side.
And quarterback is taken down.
He's taken down.
Loss of about 5 on the play.
And that's now it's 4th down for the South Pittsburg Pirates.
I mean, you've got to go for it.
You got to go for
They're
it.
so far back in their own.
But if you don't get a first down here, this game is over.
But if you punt, the game's also over.
The game is also. I'm just saying, we're coming down. This is going to be the play that determines where the South Pittsburg Pirates even have a chance of getting this game. And it's slim right now. That's funny that we say that.
Yeah, South Pittsburg taking a timeout here. I don't blame them.
The chances of them winning now have gone down significantly. And, before the game, the chances of them winning were significantly good. So,
of course, they're in the huddle, and the coaches are probably telling them, this play will determine whether we still have a chance to
win this game, go out there, do your job, essentially. That's what a lot of coaches probably just say, because you don't have to do anything spectacular. If you do your job.
I mean, if you do something spectacular, we're not going to complain.
Oh, no.
But you just do your job here, and we'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
We trained, they trained all week for this. I said this, any team would be different. I think, right now, I'm thinking that Grundy County team, that Grundy County game was kind of one of those games where, you come into the game thinking you're going to win, and it was one of those trap games. And I think the Sequatchie County team is better than what most people put them out to be. Still not sure how good the South Pittsburg team is. You're in a homecoming game for Sequatchie. Sequatchie's got the momentum from last week. You still can't put a pin on where this South Pittsburg team is. They haven't played. I mean, we're a quality opponent. They haven't played anybody where they played them good.
We don't know enough about the opponents where the games have been a blowout to really say.
Yeah, really.
Because we
know Hickson. Hickson's good, but they're a 4A school. We expect them to win.
Yeah, 4A versus 1A. I mean, that's just
definitely
that's going to be bad. So, South Pittsburg out of the timeout onto the field. Again, 4th down, and the scoreboard says 7 from the South Pittsburg 16-yard line. Quarterback back to pass. And it is caught for a first down and more. He's at the 50.
He's still going, folks.
40.
And he's got
35,
got one man to beat. That's Dylan Sanders. And he will tackle him around the
5-yard line.
I'd say about 6 or 7 right there.
Okay. Regardless, that just switched the field. That gave South Pittsburg.
They're still down 2 scores, but they score here. Sequatchie County has to at least get. I think Sequatchie County get a first down this next drive, regardless of what happens. If they have another drive,
if South Pittsburg are not able to recover their onside kick, because we know that's what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
no other option here.
Yeah. Your defense has not been that great. You'll have to score 21 points in this game. It's not been that great. You don't trust them right now. Grundy County last week, different story. They trust their defense a little bit. But
South Pittsburg handed off, and he is hit at the line and gets nothing.
And
so that'll be 2nd down and goal from the Sequatchie County 10 for South Pittsburg.
I would like to remind you, this game has been brought to you by Land's Restaurant in Citizens Tri-County this week. Land's Restaurant, good Southern cooking. You can test that. And Citizens Tri-County for all your local banking needs. As number 7 for the Indians.
It's the corner, 5-yard line. Doesn't quite make the end zone. Looks like he gets down to about the 2 or the 3-yard line. They'll mark him at the 2.
And this will be 3rd down coming.
3rd down and goal from the Sequatchie County 2.
You stop them right here, it's game. If they get in, is it still feasible for them to win?
Possible. Still not probable, because onside kicks are rarely recovered.
If they get in, it's going to depend on the onside kick, honestly. If they get the onside kick, that's going to scare me a little bit.
Now start thinking, after the play. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Flag
flying everywhere.
False start. Let's see what the call is. It will be a false start on the Pirates, so that will make it 3rd down and 7 or 3rd down and goal, from the 7.
And we could tell it was against South Pittsburg whenever the Sequatchie County fans started cheering. And Drive is into it now. They're getting ready. You think with this kind of being on the brink of a blowout, or it was for most of the game. 14-0 was a blowout for us, honestly, compared to South Pittsburg. But here we go. Grider at quarterback. He'll take the ball, and he'll take it, and he'll get sacked by number 12, Brandon Turner, on the play. Defensive end.
Forward progress with the sack at the 15-yard line, so South Pittsburgh will have the ball first.
And that was just, you don't understand, folks. That was like he had no one covering him almost, and he just ran straight from where he was to the quarterback.
Got him,
and the quarterback didn't see it until he was right up on him. And it was such a good play that we heard the coaches on top, above us in the press box. They're on top of the press box. We could hear them yelling how good of a play that was. And take another timeout here, and that'll be for the South Pittsburg Pirates. They'll take a timeout on this one to think over whether they want to go for it or not, which you would imagine they would want to go for.
4th and 15. Well, you need a field goal and you need a touchdown. But you're probably not even – okay, let's say they recover the onside kick and that they scored.
If they recover the onside kick, they're in an opportunity to kick a field goal because they don't have to get like 20 yards to kick a field goal.
So their best bet would be to
try to get a touchdown here and then try to get a field goal on their next drive if they can recover the onside kick.
But it's definitely not out of the question. You have to get a field goal and touchdown. You don't have to get it in any particular order.
But you've still got to get 15 yards here in one play. That's
true.
That's a little much to ask. Almost the way that this defense
has been. Yeah, the way this defense has been coming up. 4th and 15. It'll be 4th and goal officially. From
the 15, South Pittsburg started to walk back on the field, called back by coaches.
And we're kind of a disadvantage in this press box. We're on the right side of it, so it's kind of hard to see this end zone over here. But number 10, Ryder will be in shotgun. They'll get set here, and this Indian crowd is getting riled up.
Quarterback takes it.
They'll throw it up, and will it be caught? It will be caught.
South Pittsburg.
Okay, the question is, can they recover the onside kick? That's the only question.
My answer is going to be probably not. There's a minute 30 left to go in the game.
Momentum is definitely shifted to South Pittsburg. And you got to wonder if they're going to go for the 2-point conversion or not.
Now, there's no reason to. That'll make the score 21-18 pending the extra points. They'll be down by only 2 if they can make the extra point. A field goal would win it for them if they are able to keep possession.
Yeah. 21-18 right now. If they do miss the PAT or field goal, they have to get a field goal to tie.
Right.
So
we're talking like this onside kick is a sure thing, which it is not. Are they?
Yeah, definitely.
Are they going for 2?
They're definitely going for 2 here.
They're going for 2. Number 7 on the carry.
And he won't get it.
It'll be stopped about the line of scrimmage. 2-point conversion failed. I don't understand why they went for 2.
Well, I mean, you're not really at a disadvantage if you go for 2 or don't.
But it's the
getting
1 and getting 2 are the exact same score, except 1 is more sure. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand either. But I guess this South Pittsburg team, they don't really have that great of a kicker. They missed a PAT today. They went for it for 2 earlier in the game. Remember, it was 21-6 to start when they actually scored. Or excuse me, it was 14-6. Excuse me, when they scored. They missed the PAT. They've not made one all night because this is increments of 6. This is 3 6-point plays. They've not made a PAT or a set 2-point conversion all night. So they may have not gone for it knowing that they couldn't get the PAT. But
there's got to be something going on that sideline that we are uninformed about because I cannot understand that decision based on what I know. But I'll give the coaches the benefit of the doubt and say that they know something I don't because I'm sure they do. I'm obviously not on that sideline.
Yeah, definitely.
So regardless, the score is Sequatchie County 21, South Pittsburg 18. South Pittsburg to kick off.
If they get
to attempt the onside kick.
If they get this onside kick, and we're saying like it's a sure thing, like you say, it's not that common that you get one.
I don't even think they will. I mean, it's very hard to get an onside kick because your kicker
but you have to try here.
Yeah, but your kicker has to do it absolutely perfectly, and then the other team has to make a mistake, and then
you just went for 2, and you just went for 2 because your kicker is not that great. Your kicker is your quarterback. That's who did the first kick when he missed it.
Is this kicker the quarterback number 14?
Number 14? No, he is
number 14.
He is a quarterback. He's Kate Kennemore. He's a freshman. He's listed as a QB on my roster, but he is kicking. No, it's number 10 kicking. It is the Grider. And they fake it out.
And it just kicks it out of bounds.
Kicks it out of bounds. It'll go to Sequatchie, I believe, because he did touch it. If he didn't touch it, that would be a flag. And it would be, they would get it where it was because it's past the 35-yard line.
So Sequatchie County will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 49. The rest of the game seems like a formality. There's only a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, you just got to run the ball out, and you just got to. I mean, you could pretty much take it. You could pretty much take it. Well,
South Pittsburgh's only got 1 timeout. They can take knees off this.
Yeah, definitely. I would say you run it, try to get a first down, but you take your time with it, and that way, if it comes down to you have to make a first down.
Referees called false start on South Pittsburgh. It almost looked. I'm not sure what that. It's kicking out of bounds on South Pittsburgh. I don't know. The referee called something, and the ball is still at the 49 for the Indians.
Anyways, it didn't matter.
The game's over.
Reeves takes it, and he'll hand it off to Levi Jacks. He'll get about a yard or 2 on there.
There's no way.
Inadvertent whistle. Is that what they're calling again? having a tremendous reaction.
Sequatchie sidelining in absolute rage. Inadvertent whistle. Inadvertent whistle is the call.
And like my referee friend just told me over here, inverse whistle, they can take it where the ball was when the whistle was blown, or they can take it back and try again. Just a miscue from these referees, and
aside from the inadvertent whistles, I think all of their calls have been good.
Yeah, good calls. It's just the inadvertent whistle is not a very good call to make. And they'll move Sequatchie County up. And what happens there, what you see is someone they think is down, but they weren't really. Like one ref thought they were down, they blew the whistle. But the rest of them didn't, and they knew he wasn't down. So that's where the inadvertent whistle will come in, and they'll take it where it was when he blew the whistle.
Sequatchie County still have the ball, and I guess that's the important thing. 1st and 10 from the South Pittsburg 35-yard line, regardless of the confusion that just happened. Sequatchie County ball, 1st and 10, South Pittsburg territory, a minute 21 to go. South Pittsburg with 1.
Because that call, the clock did stop.
But it's a first down.
It is a first down. The clock did stop, though, so that's always got to make sure that's associated. We got 1 minute 21 seconds here with a 21-18 score for Sequatchie County versus South Pittsburg, and they will. Looks like, and the clock is going now. We're just over a minute here, and I don't see any reason why you couldn't take a knee here. South Pittsburg has that one timeout, but they know
they can't do anything with just one.
Yeah. They'll take it, but, just on the odd chance that something happens.
No victory formation, but that doesn't mean no knee will be taken. 5 seconds on the game clock, 5 seconds on the play clock, 59 on the game clock. Play is run up the middle. Hayden Hicks has room.
And he is tackled from behind, and they'll get it out to the 10-yard line, just short of it. And you got to think, that wasn't a designed, get down the touchdown play. That was, we're going to try and wear them out. And because they were so worn out from this game, he just went down the middle, and it was easy. It was cake. It was like a steak not through butter, honestly. I mean, come on.
So that will be 1st and 10 for Sequatchie County from around the 11 or 12-yard line of South Pittsburg.
And they'll speed it up here. I think they want to score a touchdown, maybe.
I don't blame them. 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, definitely. A 28-18 looks better than 21-18.
Clock run down. 12 seconds on the play clock.
And 25 seconds in high school football, so not a full 40-second clock like you're used to having for college.
It's 25 after a first down, just like in college.
Yeah.
So 18 seconds to go. That might end the game.
That will end the game. 25 seconds on the game clock. That will end the game there. And very good game here for the Indians tonight. Not expected for them to win this game.
No.
I mean, people were saying... Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Our ref friend over here. And the Indians, I hope they show class here. And you're going to see the whole tribe run out of the field because this is an upset win. Definitely an upset win. Look at the papers today, and they'll always say, all right, who's going to win, who's going to win. They'll have everybody say it. We were picked, if one of the 9 people that picked, we were picked on one of them. By the time free press.
This is, as I was reminded, this is a 1A team with a losing record. But regardless, this is a 1A team with a losing record that has blown us out.
And it's not just that. They are a traditional school. They are a traditional powerhouse. Like I said, we call them the pint-sized powerhouse for a reason. They're small, but they have the speed, they have the talent. All in all, we'll just go ahead and wrap up this game. We got some things to do after the game tonight. But overall, what was your perspective on this game, besides it being a blowout? What did you get from Sequatchie County's performance?
It's not a blowout, 3-point win.
But initially it was. And then it could come back.
County showed some fight, and I like seeing them fight. I like seeing that.
Yeah, definitely. You're going to see I'm kind of convinced that next week is going to be a little bit more of a blowout than I anticipated. We thought CCS, it's going to be. I think it's going to be more blowout than we anticipated. I think the Grundy County game was more of a fluke. Now that we see this game, this is just the bits and pieces you're going to see from this Indian team.
Can you get this and take it put it in my game?
This is one of these bits and pieces of greatness you're going to see. I don't think this team is definitely not a championship team this year.
We're getting there.
We're getting there, though. I can see us getting the third round of the playoffs right now, just based on this win and based on this season.
After
losing to Grundy by a point and beating South Pittsburg by 3. I don't even know what to predict anymore.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's very reasonable. That we're not there yet. We're not that championship caliber team, but you can see the bits and pieces of greatness coming off of this Coach Colquitt coach team. So they put him there for a reason. He does a good job. I have to agree. Some people are like, he does a good job with these players, and I as a player, I enjoyed having him and having him coach. And he's not just one of these players that's worried about the win, or one of these coaches that's worried about the win. He genuinely worries about getting these players developed and getting them to where they can succeed not only in football but in life. And that's always good to have. You didn't think about it from that perspective, did you? Because Coach Chapman, he talks to you more about than just soccer, doesn't he?
Definitely.
And he's probably worried more about you succeeding in life than he is about any individual win.
He cares about learning on the field, of course, and wanting us to learn how to communicate with each other, listen to authority, do well in life, succeed. Always tries to, if anybody's struggling in school, tries to help them out
Definitely.
there, talk them into working some more.
And it's like I walked into school the other day to get an interview with him, and he asked me, he said, because I played under him, he said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to UTC. He was like, I'm glad you're going to college. I'm glad that everybody on your senior class, only one of them didn't go to college, and he's going to a trade school. So he said, I'm more concerned about y'all doing that than winning any individual game. I like to win games, but I would rather y'all succeed than us succeed as a team, as a win. I think
that's the best mentality.
Best mentality. I think that's the reason he got hired here. Not because he's a good coach, which he is a good coach, but I think he got hired more because he's good with these players. And I can definitely see that. But we're going to wrap it up here for Squatch County. Your final score, 21-18. Our player of the game, who is it going to be, Brent?
I can't pick that, Chandler.
You can't pick that. I think on offense we can narrow it down to probably Brandon Rudd on offense. And on defense we narrow it down to White Presto. Do you agree with me there?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right. So there's our players of the game on offense and defense. Brandon Rudd, the junior for the Indians, number 7. And White Presto, the senior, number 70, defensive lineman. And that's all we got for tonight. Final score 21-18, a shocker. And I'm signing off. I'm Chandler Morrison.
And I'm Brent Hurst.
This has been Spear Nation Radio. Go Indians and God bless.